Good evening, civilians. The Night Watch has arrived to keep vigil and protect you from what lurks in the dark. Welcome to Session 5 of our Hunter the Vigil 2E story, Cold Cases, Forsaken Spaces. Our cast, full of hunters and one lost changeling, are here, so I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Tell us who you are, how people can find you online, and who you're playing.
Hello, I'm currently Steve, and you can find me on the internet at Voodoo Arcade, and tonight I will be playing Furio, the half-vampire gangster man.
Gangster.
It kills me every time. So does that make me undead? No.
Yes.
No, you.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Am I undead?
Half.
Oh, yeah.
It got better.
I'm Patty
So-
Shakes. Tonight I will be playing Baptiste, the voodoo man, doctor, dude guy.
I see what you did there. Unforgiven. Hi, I'm Changeling Ever, also known as Ever, and also known as pronouns are they, them, and tonight I will be playing Reese, the lost but found changeling, who is part of the Winter Courts but trying to escape so badly.
And I am Tim. You can find me on the internet at Thethelos99. And tonight I am playing Isaac, a man out of time and patience with the new world.
And tonight, I am Devin playing Kyle, not Reese. And I am the psychic with a headache, as well as apparently this new old guy's proper reference teacher. Meme it up.
And I am Eldritch Echoes, and I will be your story guide tonight. Storyteller. Now that you know who we are, shameless plug time. Please remember to follow Vorpal Tales on Twitch on our channel. Follow the Onyx Path on this channel. Come hang out and chat. When we aren't on the Onyx Path channel upholding the vigil, you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch by looking up Vorpal Tales, and on our website, vorpaltales.com. The link to our Discord is on the website. Come hang out. Talk about horror and high adventure. And lastly, if you'd like to sub to Vorpal Tales or the Onyx Path on Twitch, this is September, which means you can get long-term discounts. Go check it out before October comes and we get spooky woo. A special thank you tonight to Onyx Path Publishing for always being awesome to the people who play their games. To Astral Tabletop for providing the VTT we use to roll bones and play music. And last but not least, thanks to @N8Mid for an endless list of custom Astral Tabletop character sheets, including tonight's. Alright, Patty, give us a recap of last week's session, please.
I never thought you'd ask. Well, the hunters started the session right in the swing of conflict. A huntsman of the hedge had burst through the wall, all Kool-Aid Man style. He was dressed head to foot as a classic British safari hunter, elephant gun included. He then summoned a spooky doll he affectionately called Red Rita the Reaver. Say that 5 times fast. The two of them, plus the 2 fetches of Reese's parents, made it a deadly duel for our hunters. But luckily, fate would have it that a hunter lost to the hedge found his way to the group and was able to tip the scales in their favor. Kyle tried using his signature fire skills, but the fire manifested as little fire sprites that had minds of their own. Furio, undaunted, pushed through a murder of crows the huntsman had summoned, but when he got close enough to strike, his sword turned into a cobra. But that didn't stop the half-vampire. Reese was able to manipulate the hedge to stop the crows somewhat. Baptiste, seeing the whimsical, almost cartoonish nature of this place, fired off his trusty finger guns at the huntsman, blowing open his fingertips, but punched 2 holes in his foe. His reward was to get an .84 caliber to the shoulder. The new arrival was able to manipulate the very structure of the house and impale a fetch with the floor. After a nap and neck bite on Reese from Furio, Baptiste setting Reese on fire, and Red Rita the Reaver nearly hugging Reese to death, calm returned when a horn blew in the distance and recalled the huntsman. Reese seemed shooketh from the horn, but nonetheless was able to transport everyone, including the new guy Isaac, who likes tinfoil hats, out of the hedge and back to Reese's parents' house. Baptiste was able to mend some wounds, while the others found out Isaac had been gone for 15 years in the hedge and blew his mind with things like Uber, Reddit, and smartphones. Some rummaging in the house yielded old security camera tapes. Everyone left as Reese was clearly not comfortable and in distress. Making it back to the hotel did little to brighten the mood, so Baptiste was able to whip up a crawfish boil for the team. The next day was spent reviewing the security tapes, where it seemed that events did not transpire as the police report had said they did. It appears that a vampire attacked Reese's parents in the middle of the night, killing her father, and after being run over by a car, her mother. The vampire, critically injured, went back into the house to feed on the father when he was beset upon by the Wendigo. The creature quickly staked the vampire and then used the phone. The local sheriff pulled up, lights off, and made his way inside where he saw the camera and then turned it off. It seems the hunters have a bigger conspiracy than they first thought.
Excellent. Who needs aspirations?
Me.
Me.
Who needs to plug aspirations in their shoulders?
What?
That'd be you, Patty.
What?
It's because he got shot. Get it? It's aspiration.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not a smart man.
I was so confused for just the tiniest of moments.
I need a short aspiration because we had a crawfish boil.
This is true.
In 2 short aspirations.
I need one short aspiration.
I also
I need-
one short aspiration.
To look at my aspirations.
In that case, we will start with Baptiste. What you got?
Would getting Chicago in one piece be a short aspiration?
Yes, that should happen tonight.
Chicago in one piece. Or
Furio.
if in many pieces, I fix them.
It was the sheriff of... Which sheriff showed up in the video?
Of the small podunk town you've been in for a week now. In-game week.
Okay.
The local sheriff.
Is that
Yep.
guy
It's
still
the
around?
county sheriff, not the town. As
Is
far
it
as you were able to tell, yeah, this guy's still the sheriff, just much older.
Okay. I'm gonna put confront the sheriff.
You only need one, or do you need 2?
I need 2, so we're gonna have to do another one.
You laughed, it must be good. Tell us.
I'm trying to think of Furio, so I wanted to put dispose of a weapon. Dispose of a weapon or body.
You have to work for that one, but it could happen.
Yeah.
The
I
body.
have to-
Dispose of a weapon pretty easily.
Hmm.
First time someone misses, be like, give me that. Sling it.
Okay.
Can I have an aspiration to help?
No.
Oh.
Well, if it was a body, yes. If it was a weapon,
yeah,
that's
the
too
body.
simple.
The body.
Yes, but I can't guarantee it'll happen.
I'm okay with this just because this is going to be fun.
Okay. Isaac.
I'd like to figure out this smartphone thing.
That's a little open-ended. I have to narrow that down more.
All right. Uber.
Learn how to use
Learn how to
Siri.
use Uber.
There is
You
no
have
Uber
Siri
in the
now.
small town you're in. That will not happen.
Oh,
this session.
all right. Never mind.
But you have Siri now.
Oh, do I? I'm gonna learn how to use Siri.
I told
Tinder.
you. I gave you an I gave you an iPhone 8.
Tinder also won't work because that would be outside the parameters of the story.
Okay.
How about just figure out Siri once?
Sure, we can do that.
That would be fun.
Reese, were you short any?
Surprisingly, no. I was very close on some of them. The shorts, the 2 shorts, a pair of shorts. Figure out why my parents were replaced. And the other short is solve why the Wendigo went after my fetch. So,
What was the... Okay, list them again? We might have to look at that.
figure out why my parents were replaced. and then solve why the Wendigo went after my fetch.
Those are your short aspirations? What's your long one?
Figure out a reason to trust the hunters.
So, I would say by now you already fulfilled the long term.
Well, by
Unless-
accident, because someone decided to drink
No.
my blood.
Because they drove off the thing you fear the most in the hedge. Your worst nightmare happened, and they saved you. You did not save yourself. You spent most of that fight either wooing over Furio or being terrified.
You actually had Patty finger gun it into painful misery.
Yep.
Which was kind of brilliant.
And if that's
And
not
by
enough
kind of,
to
I mean a
convince you,
lot.
and if that wasn't enough to convince you to trust them, nothing that happens after will be, because everything else, as far as you're concerned, is downhill from here.
Oh.
That was the peak of them
alright.
helping you.
Okay, so I'll switch
good.
that one to a long, and I'll switch another one, or I'll switch that one to a short, and then one of those other two to a long.
I think he's saying you actually completed the long
Yeah.
one, so you would
And-
get,
and
you
then
would
you-
get
yeah.
the reward for the long one.
Yeah, unless
Oh.
you want to say Reese still doesn't trust him, you can complete the long one. I'll let you have your 2 minutes. If you do want to say Reese still doesn't trust him, you should wipe that off the board, because nothing that happens after this will be as epic as that from your perspective. Everything after this is about the monsters, not the person.
Okay, well then I will say that I've completed that long one.
Okay. It doesn't have to count Isaac, because when you made that aspiration, that was the original. Fine there.
Okay.
I would say it's also relative to your character's name, Reese. It's also relative to how much Reese trusts people at all. So if you're
Right.
still suspicious of us, that makes sense. But
Right.
we're the
In that case, just replace it. It's completely up to you, because it's your character. Don't take it just because you want beats. Unless you're Devin.
Who
I'm
has not been doing that?
I know, I've been
Has not
impressed.
been doing that.
Ooh. Shout out to Mike, I guess, for the raid. Thanks. And welcome, everybody.
Like, I
Nice.
guess. Oh, that's actually his name. I was
Welcome.
like, okay. What?
Welcome one, welcome all.
Oh, your delivery on that
Mike,
was
I
spot
guess.
on,
Okay,
Steve.
well, how do you know it's? Oh my god.
Do we know this user? No, it's Mike, I guess.
I guess.
Thank you,
I
Mike.
thought Mike was your friend.
Mike is my friend. He's my homie. Clearly.
So like, try and find out who Mike, I guess, is. I guess. No, I'm just kidding.
Too easy, because Patty can solve that for you.
I'm gonna get a new long aspiration, and that is to. Oh crud! I thought that was a big one, and it was approved at the time.
Do a sweet kickflip.
Talk to Siri.
Reese is not.
Scare the crap out of him.
Reese is not the flippy. Damn it. Reese is not the kick flippy type.
Why it's an
You will find
aspiration.
out why the Wendigo cared about your parents tonight.
Oh.
I like it.
The thing you didn't know when you set up the short-term aspirations before was that there's no way your wording would have worked, because there was a twist. And you've all found that out last week, so you can update it.
Oh snap. Okay.
He didn't kill any fetches. He killed the vampire that killed the fetches.
Long
What?
aspiration is lose my fear of my keeper, my previous keeper.
That one's good, because that one can carry over even to the next chapter in the next game. Because Reese will
Lose
be
the
persistent.
fear or conquer the fear?
Assuming Reese lives that long.
So what?
Oh, nothing. I was just talking about your demise.
So wait, which one am I replacing for the short of the Wendigo? Figure out why my parents were replaced, or solve why the Wendigo went after my fetch?
The first one.
Okay.
You already solved the second
I
one.
have to steal third one.
And your parents were replaced because the vampire murdered them and it was covered up. You figured that out the second you watched the videotape.
Oh, snap.
So you actually completed 2 last session. You got 3 more beats than you thought you did.
Oh, sweet. I want to figure out, because I don't think my character really knows what happened, but figure out what... How do I word this? Why Furio's bite made Reese okay with him, I guess.
Is intoxicated.
You're right, the wording's going to be weird because you don't know the bite made you okay with it.
Figure out why I suddenly am okay with Furio.
Yeah, that's close enough. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Or even find a reason to question why you're okay with it. To notice. To have a, wait, why am I doing this moment?
So, do you want me to change the wording on that? Or
It's up to you. The one I recommended is easier, yours is harder. It's completely up to you.
Figure out.
Noticing that it's happening was easier than getting Furio to tell you why.
Rude. Notice me, senpai. No.
Furio has an agenda, and his agenda is best served by you being as oblivious and nice to him as possible.
I hope you feel me glaring at you.
Nope.
Okay. So the wording on that is: notice I suddenly am okay with Furio. That's it.
Alright, aspirations set. In which case we return you to your hotel room the next morning after watching the revelatory, plot-twisting videotapes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Is Reese still all like watching the happy moments tapes?
We left off on that, I do believe, and that's
Yeah.
when Furio was like, "What the heck?" And that's the sheriff of Chicago, the prince of Chicago. No, it wasn't the prince.
The sheriff of Chicago was having tea with your folks, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yep. That is accurate.
So I
And
say,
now
I say we pick up right from there.
Put yourself in that moment, Furio. You good with that?
Sorry again. I'm sorry.
Patty.
When you walked in on Reese, watching like the happy moments of his security tapes,
Mm-hmm.
and noticed that the sheriff of Chicago was mad chilling with his parents.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Okay. You two can begin at that moment. At that point, everyone else was not in that room. Had to join
Correct.
At first, I'll kind of just watch and give it like a few seconds to kind of see how is Reese reacting to these videos.
Reese is just staring at these happy moments in these movies on repeat. Not every time it gets close to the bad videos, he'll pop it out and then he'll put the first one in again from the first recordings of happiness and just watch them over and over and over.
I'll file that away. I actually won't interrupt until the sheriff is back on the screen, and I'll kind of just stand there and watch. And then when that kind of, like, I don't know, we're like, who's that? Whoa. Hold on, pause that. Right there. Yeah, I know that I know that I know who it is. I'm saying it like a kind of.
No, I'm telling Reese, in case Reese is unclear, you would have no idea because you would have been tiny.
Okay, pause it right there. Wait, okay, hold on. Can you do like the enhanced thing with this stuff?
Reese, you cannot because it's a VHS.
Yeah.
So the noise was appropriate.
It's real grainy and fuzzy. The shit's up with that. Like, no. Enhance.
Furio, that's TV, man. That's not.
CSI would need them.
Apparently, Kyle walks in.
I just heard zoom and enhance, and you're looking at a videotape, man. That's not how that works.
Quiet you. Go away.
No, I'm watching my parents.
Oh, sorry.
You okay, Reese?
What?
Yeah. This ain't like you. You's all like serious and contemplative and shit.
It's just it's nice to see my parents being okay after I was taken.
Oh, so there was like a period of time between like after you was taken until they was murdered and replaced by stick people?
Yes.
Bet those were nice times. Up to the murdering part.
Wow. I mean, dude, I know you're not really human and all, but that's harsh, man.
Oh. Okay. No.
It's okay. Furio didn't mean anything
so
by it,
Boston
right,
right now.
buddy?
Yeah, no, my bad. No, of course. Like absolutely yeah, with the resting the well and everything and the blessed to them and sleep well and all that good stuff. Look. It's tough. All right, I get it. Reese. I don't know what you've been through. Obviously, it's something because you're like all that, right? And all this. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Kind of point to your face and the fact that you're half frozen. You've obviously been through some shit, right? And obviously, with your parents, they went through some shit too. And there's like some stuff going on. And like, I get it. I kind of like gesture to everybody else. We all been through something. Obviously. Each one of us. Take the moment you need, all right? It's okay. But there's something here, as you can see. This guy, this little fuzzy little blob right here that I'd really like you to enhance if you can.
I
We got to get back on the job, Reese.
I could try something actually. And Tyler, that if I can on the videotape use walls have ears?
No.
Because technically,
Oh, you mean on the tape itself?
yeah.
It would have very limited anything, but you could get something out of it maybe if you asked the right question.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
It was a floor away behind 3 closed doors inside a machine. So everything it would have experienced would have been muffled noise only.
Could we make a run back to the house? Get an item?
Let's try. My favorite line. You can certainly try.
That's the DM saying.
You must ask the right questions.
Okay. So Reese looks at Furio. Well, if you ask the right question, if I ask it the right question, I might be able to get something out of the videotape.
Oh. Okay. What do you ask a videotape?
I don't know. You're the one wanting to ask it.
You have Furio ask, he's gonna look at it and say, "How do you do?"
You talking to me?
All right, hack it up, De Niro.
Look to Reese. Put my hand on his shoulder. No, I don't do that. Take that back. I look to Reese. I kind of give an affirming, like, kind of head shake. I trust you. You got this. We're in this together, and we've all got our strengths and our weaknesses. Mine is specifically talking to inanimate objects.
That's a very specific weakness.
It is. I make them blow up, in case you hadn't noticed. I don't talk to them very well.
I'm really glad I'm not inanimate.
Me too. That makes me happy inside. All warm and fuzzy.
No, I don't know if you should ever say that line again.
Warm and fuzzy?
Yeah, it's just kind of weird coming out of your mouth.
What, I'm not allowed to be happy and warm and fuzzy inside?
No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
I got feelings, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a deep spring of feelings and emotions over here, all right?
Hey, Furio, who's your favorite actor? Keanu Reeves, because he's so loving and compassionate.
Oh my god. This is the best. Okay.
He's breathtaking.
Okay, so...
Oh,
Also, he's motherfucking John Wick.
so look. Are we good? We okay?
Oh yeah. I just I gotta think of how. Okay, so the thing is this videotape has been trapped in a recording device in rooms away. So.
So when you was watching your parents, this guy comes up, right? I'm pointing to the sheriff when I say that. Like, this guy, he comes in.
I don't remember him at all.
No?
Mm-mm. I was too little. I was taken when I was 5 or 6.
Okay.
I was replaced after that, and then the fetch was killed at about... I would have been 12?
Huh. But this sheriff keeps coming back, right? Like, he's there the night the vampire shows up, and then he's there talking to you.
Those are different sheriffs.
Different sheriffs.
The one that came the night of the attack was the sheriff of the county you're in. The other one is the title Sheriff of the City. It means Chief Security Officer for the vampire kid.
For the vampires, right? Okay. Yeah, I was getting.
Yeah. We could also go to that lighthouse place.
Kyle is suddenly in the room again.
Yeah, sorry. I heard you guys talking in your heads, and you guys said something about light, and it reminded me of a house, and then it reminded me of the lighthouse, and I don't remember why I walked in here because now I gotta hit. Where's
Kyle, what would
Ow.
you?
Yeah.
Kyle,
Okay, yeah.
what would you ask a videotape to find out about a specific person?
Well, I mean, you could always see if you get the videotape to give you like a 3D render. Could it do that?
Well, it could show me. I don't know if it would exactly be able to talk about it.
Well, I mean, if we had a 3D render, we could probably use a. Sorry.
No,
I got the FBI's. I got a hookup to FBI facial recognition. I mean, if you really want to go crazy with it, I got to do that.
You would be aware, Reese, that you can only get from the tape's perspective. The tape cannot see what the camera sees, even though it's recording it. It can't see that. The tape can only experience what it could theoretically see and hear from its perspective in the security room upstairs. So the only thing it could see is the inside of the VCR.
Oh crap. Okay.
So we may have gotten dug into the whole me making the joke about enhance thing. Who is it that we're trying? We know who these people are actually. Like, we know the actual sheriff of the cop sheriff, and we know the vampire sheriff who comes later. So we know who those people are. I was just saying, like, enhance, because, you know. So is there anything we actually need to find out from the tape?
Maybe if the tape was able to hear what was being said.
But yeah, during the meeting in the conversation, maybe. Or okay, that definitely that if you can ask. And then, are you only allowed one question?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Can I also ask?
In that case,
who-
don't ask that question. You won't get nothing. What else you got?
You could
Well-
also ask who took the tape out and filed it away.
So the actual power, walls have ears, costs 1 to 3 glamour unless I use the loophole. It's instant. I hold up an item to my mouth, tell it a secret from time in Arcadia. The object tells a secret in return. Number 1 doesn't apply for 1 glamour spent. Number 2 doesn't apply for 2 glamour spent. Number 3 is I would see a vision of the person who last handled and touched the object, as well as circumstances of the scene. Vision shows anyone within 3 meters of the object at the time. So, yeah. That would be...
They can't tell you anything
Showing-
about the people in the living room. But Furio's thing is kind of clever.
Okay.
If that's what you want to do.
Yeah, some information is better than no information. And, I think I would like to do the loophole of... What?
I was saying, excuse me, because I coughed.
Oh. So Reese is going to take the videotape and tell it in front of whomever is around, which is technically the public. Yes, no? Or are they too friendish now?
The only person in this room is Furio and maybe Kyle bursting in again, so yeah, no, they're not public.
Darn. Okay, then I will just spend the 3 glamour to see what it says, and the secret that I will tell it is that one time I snuck a summer courtier into the winter court without permission.
I can only imagine. So, what's the exact question?
The exact question, well, basically it doesn't, I don't need to ask it a question based on the exact writing. It's, unless you are requesting that as the DM.
I mean, I need to know what your question is so I can answer it.
Whoever handled the tape last and what they did with it and why.
I don't know why, I'm just a videotape. Also, rewind me, damn it. Be kind. Rewind. Some guy in a uniform, it was gray, and it said, Bob's moving something. I couldn't see the rest. They were talking about packing everything away and making the house nice and neat for the new owners.
Do we all get to hear that?
We can assume that in a minute when you're all together, they would relay that to you. It's good. It's nice.
Yes, Reese would relay that unless a certain someone decided to barge into thoughts.
You could extrapolate from that fairly easily. The tape's telling you that somebody hired a service to clean the house up for the fetches.
Interesting.
And that's how the tape got overlooked, because the cleaning service took care of it, not the cops or the sheriff. They made a mistake, or else that tape would have been long gone by the time you got there.
Ooh, I do relay this to the party.
I pick up my phone and say, okay, Google, search for all moving companies in the area titled Bob.
No results found.
Oh no!
Okay, so no lie, you activated my Google.
No lie.
That's
I activated
amazing.
My Google. I activated mine too.
Sorry to everyone watching the Google.
None found, but again, remember that this tape was recorded in 1992. They probably have long since gone out of business, or retired, or moved on, or whatever. Also, the GM will be nice and tell you you have created your own red herring, and I'm highly amused. The tape is not a lead. The picture on the tape was the lead, but the tape itself and the moving company mean nothing.
Sad face.
I felt like it would be mean to let you keep chasing that for 20 more minutes.
I appreciate that.
Okay. So we can chase down the lighthouse or the local cop sheriff now, right? Those are kind of our two leads.
You also have the list of civilians. If you care, you've already got a lot of information without them, but you can try to interview some or all of them, the 12 people that were involved with the cult. Yeah. Those three things are it left for this town.
Do we want to split the party?
Of course you do.
Me and Reese can go, if we want, like me and Reese, we can go check out this sheriff and see what it was that he was talking about with his parents, right?
Are you coming back to the rest of us now?
Oh
Yeah,
before
we're
we do
pretending
that.
the scene moved
Reese,
forward.
so we should probably loop in the rest of the peoples now, right? Like,
All right, so when
I
you
won't,
come back
I won't,
to
I
the
won't tell them you were sitting here all sad, like watching these tapes. I'll keep that between me and you.
He
Yeah,
says
I
very loudly
appreciate
as he opens the connected door.
when you come back into the next room, you see Isaac and Baptiste sitting on the bed, eating the leftovers of the crawfish boil, and he comes in right at the point like, yep. And then they came out of the second half and they kicked that onside kick, and that's how the greatest football team in the world done win the Super Bowl for the first time.
God damn it. You can have +1 beat for that.
Yeah.
Wow. Actually, no. Tyler, you should not give him the beat for that because that is not what someone from New Orleans would be talking about.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Oh.
You missed the last
Wow.
15 years. I got to fill him in on the fact that the greatest football team in the world finally won a Super Bowl.
You would talk about that for 3 seconds, and then you would go to the back-to-back pass interference plays.
No. We focus on the positive first. Then
I can tell you from I can
No,
tell you from
no.
experience with father-in-law's entire family's from there. They still talk about it just like that.
A sports
Yeah.
they
ball.
weren't expecting that they came out of the second half and they kicked that onside kick, and god dang, that's how we won.
Wait, who's kicking who? I didn't hear anything.
Reese, are you a football fan?
What's football?
Okay, that answers my question.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, I know what football is. Yeah, they show it at the bar sometimes.
Yeah, that's when they kick that ball around into the nets.
Yeah. And then sometimes they hit it with a bat.
Uh-huh.
Kyle just is sitting there staring like, I'm not sure if this is the headache or
Uh-huh.
And that's what I missed.
No, that there's that sport we don't really talk about.
Isaac,
Okay.
you're experiencing quiet Mike again.
Oh.
That explains why you've been so quiet. It's not on purpose.
Porpoise.
Now it's completely quiet.
I don't know what you did last time, but it was like it was auto-limiting your volume. It was auto...
How's that?
Don't do that.
Ugh. Just felt like you were
Noise
blowing
suppression.
my
It's
ear
like
and
you
that
have
was
noise
really awkward.
suppression. It's like you have noise suppression on somewhere.
I don't know. Shouldn't.
it's probably on some horrible like automatic reading setting to
Yeah.
will accept your
Oh,
volume when
Lord.
it's at such decibels.
Ugh.
When this used to happen to me, it was Zoom. So make sure you don't have any of that stuff running in Zoom. But don't kill your own camera.
Don't be lost to us in the hedge.
Oh man. Let's see.
So, while he solves that, what do the rest of you do? Back to that scene.
Yeah, so now that we've brought us all together into the... Wait. Nope, wrong accent. All right, now that I brought you all back into this thing, okay?
Testing.
We've got too many leads to follow, right? How about me and Reese? Reese go down. We find the sheriff, find out what it was he was talking about with his parents, right?
I'd go anywhere with you.
I really want to.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
I really want to shut up, baby. I know it right now.
You don't fall on your head, Reese.
One time this game, that needs to be your short-term aspiration.
Say.
You know, I wonder.
And then, Kyle. Was like,
don't mess it up. Don't mess it up.
Not Reese.
Had to work.
Headache boy.
My brain was like shutting down trying to think of that. And Kyle, why don't you take the other twos, go check out that lighthouse you're so itching to go see.
The
The lighthouse is nice.
Hold up there. That seems like a lot of distance to put between us.
The last time anybody left, they died, and
Fair.
I'm still a little I'm a little worried about that. I mean, yeah, I'm a little worried about that.
There ain't no pressing time crunch. Why don't we just do it all together?
Okay, let's try that.
Yeah.
All right, okay, fine. Okay, we don't want to maximize our time and use it efficiently, as I see. Okay, all right, fine, fair enough.
As long as
I didn't realize we were done in a hurry.
In the box, I don't care.
The what?
You
The
know, the lady
box?
inside the black box with all the buttons on it, the phone.
Oh, yeah. You know, it took me a while to adjust when I got back, but you're doing pretty good.
Are you talking about Siri?
Ooh.
You're saying a lady inside the black box. Hey Siri?
Thank goodness I don't have any Apple products.
Yeah, that. I gave you.
Do you actually say that?
Yeah.
I hate you, Kyle.
Yeah. See.
So
It's part of the phone.
It makes it work.
Yeah.
When he says, "Hey Siri," it says, "I hate you, Kyle."
See? It's called a smartphone for a reason.
Wow, this is vicious. What'd you do to this poor thing?
Well, you
Well,
see,
he definitely programmed that way. It's his cast-off phone you have.
Yeah.
Good lord.
It's not me trying to resolve some terrible inner emotional feelings, no. It's me reminding me of my dad.
So where are we going first before Kyle has a breakdown?
Yeah, yikes.
Right. You need a hug.
Is that where you try and choke me? No? Then yes. Yes, please, I do need a hug.
We're going to see the sheriff first?
Yep, let's go. Bye.
Actually, so I was thinking about that, right? Okay, so the sheriff, right? How old was the sheriff in the video? Like, roughly, just approximate age.
Late 20s. Probably hadn't been sheriff real long.
Oh, so he's like in his 40s now?
Yeah, because that would have been 18 years ago.
I was thinking he'd be older. Okay.
Pushing 50. Because if he was 28, he'd be 46.
Yeah, you can still be pretty tough in your 50.
You can also still be tough when you're 50, yes, especially in the Great White North where you're at.
Right.
Yeah.
Some hardy people, right? Okay. All right. So I got a thought about that, right? So obviously, based on the shit that we've been doing here, right, and who we are as peoples, the lighthouse is haunted.
You know, I'm
100%.
I'm going to go ahead and accept that.
Yeah.
That's 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, great. We're all on the same page here. Cool.
Now,
Awesome.
here's the amusing thing. The camera spins over to the little nearby desk where Baptiste went out earlier to get milk for the crawfish leftovers. Creaming the soup up a little more. And he picked up a bunch of pamphlets of local stuff, and it has Sushwa Lighthouse. haunted lighthouse. It's like on the pamphlet.
Like there's
Right.
Okay, to be fair though, if we really think about this, if we look at the combined skills of our group,
Right.
I feel like we're more prepared for ghosts than we are people. I
also
can
true.
get rid of ghosts. I can't stop a bullet.
I can cut a bullet in 2/3.
That's great. You, one person, can get rid of a bullet. Can you stop 100?
Yeah, but no.
I'm just putting it out there. I'm
That's perfectly fine.
We go to
No.
the sheriff first,
You-
but I'm just saying, I think we more well equipped for ghosts.
Okay, because my thought was we go to the spooky haunted place during the day
Ooh.
when it's less spooky and haunted, because that's science.
That is a valid scientific argument.
Right. And
Yeah,
then,
I'm pretty sure in all my years studying voodoo, ghosts are definitely scared of the light.
Right,
That's
right.
just a fact.
right, ghosts are weaker during the day. That's just how that works, right? Yeah. Monsters can't get you in the day. Everyone knows that.
It's
Right.
the reason why if you have a nightlight, you're safe.
Correct. Yeah. See, we knows what we're doing. Okay, so we go to the spooky, scary place during the days, right? And then we, as a bunch of creepy, weird people, right? We go to that guy's house at night and we scare him.
In my full voodoo attire. Who you calling weird and creepy? I take offense to that. I am a normal human being.
I just
Gentleman
look.
and a scholar and can make.
I was gonna say, Furio looks in the mirror.
How dare you?
Really?
I look at each one of us very slowly and intently. Oh, I don't know.
You,
I'm
sir,
really normal. I just
Plus
What
1
you
B
trying
for
to say,
Furio.
Kuno?
You, sir, can bite my shiny metal hat.
I rest my fucking case. We got a man with a hat.
What you got against hats?
It's made of
Headbands.
tinfoil.
Headbands are the superior way to keep your hair in place.
Yeah, if you're trying to look like a douchebag.
Okay, so them fighting words right there. You want to go about the headband? You want to go? You know what?
Listen here, Cobra Kai. Tone it down.
Lighthouse.
Catching up on my
I'm about to say he know that reference.
He knows the house.
He know that reference.
I've been
but
streaming
that
for
reference.
days.
No, 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 no.
Like
Hey, can I
30
blow your
years
mind
ago.
real
Right.
quick, Isaac? You know they brought it back.
What?
Yeah. They made more Karate Kid stuff.
Why?
Yeah. All right, continue. We're going to the lighthouse. Let's go to the lighthouse.
Yeah, no. It's Netflix's, right? Netflix's. Yeah, .com. Yeah, that's where you want to go. All right, cool.
Or you just download the app.
Download the what?
Huh?
App.
Before we go,
Appetizers?
are we 100% certain we're going to go see the sheriff today as well? Is that happening?
I would like to go to see the sheriff tonight, unless of course we get kidnapped by Spooky Woo at the lighthouse.
Sure, but the plan is to go see the sheriff today.
That's my plan. Lighthouse in the
Yeah.
morning, sheriff at night.
All right, I would Baptiste would be like to sit down for a second, meditate, and use his luck magic. And I'd specifically like to target the sheriff of this small town using the major woe aspect of my luck magic. So that is a manipulation and occult.
I can actually do something similar as well and maybe help you out.
Dope. Manipulation. Roll 10 again. 2 successes. So I use a point of willpower for that. I do that. I give him the major woe condition, which at ones subtract from any successes, and he does not gain the benefit of 10 again.
You're cursing who?
The sheriff.
the sheriff of this small town, so that when things inevitably go bad, when we go to talk to him and he's trying to kill us or do whatever to us, he has really shitty rolls now.
So you're gonna curse him based on a grainy image from the 1990s on a videotape?
Yes.
Yes. We are good people.
I am not taking any chances. These people, we have been tore up from the flow up from everything we have encountered so far.
You feel like your curse is weakened and partially ineffective.
What's that?
Your curse seems weakened and partially ineffective. Doesn't feel right. Almost as if he's not the same person he was, or has been changed somehow.
I will complete my ritual, and then just look at Furio real quick and go, we might want to make this a 2-day event kind of thing.
Why? What's going
on? There's something wrong about the sheriff. He that bomb bad kind of juju, you know?
She comes
Alright, hold on. What the fuck over here? Okay, shit, hold on. I grabbed like 3 more guns. Alright, so what you're saying is I need the Desert Eagle as opposed to the Glock?
I'm just saying that let's just, so I was trying to help us out. I tried to curse him. But
sure, yeah, like you did.
If this was a normal human being, he'd be having a real bad day today, like a real bad day today. But let's just say that the real bad day I tried to give him is only like he's gonna have a minor inconvenience today. Like he's just gonna hit red lights today. He's not gonna.
Literally about to say, I swear to God. What's he gonna hit like every red light on the way to work?
He's gonna hit a bunch of red lights. He might get like a parking ticket, but that's about it.
Go on the bed frame.
It's almost like he too powerful to curse. So just throwing it out there, this might want to be a 2-day event.
He's got a case of the Mondays.
So like we can go do the lighthouse, get fucked up by the ghosts, come back home, sleep on things, realize how fucked we are, then go see the sheriff and have a bad time with that too. But that's just my opinion. I mean, we want to go see both today, we go see both today.
I've been through worse.
I'm just a doctor, that's all I know.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're a doctor.
Okay. I forget I'm the doctor. Okay, all right. I dissolve into muttering myself in Cajun.
The confusing man is correct. I don't want us to die because we do too much in one day. Well, let's see how.
I want to live to see how the.
Let's see how bad the ghosts try and kill us.
So we going to the lighthouse?
Yeah.
The way you said that, no.
Yeah, you seem way too happy about that.
But yes.
I'm way too amused by the amount of time it took the group to decide where to go first.
Yeah.
Look, you can't give us this much freedom to just talk amongst ourselves.
Sandbox!
Alright.
In our defenses, we were left unsupervised?
Right. We need to be given clear and concise actions. No, I definitely vote Lighthouse.
I'd say it would be an enlightening experience. Wow, my mouth does not want to work today.
I had a bright idea. Let's go to the lighthouse.
That's the majority it carries. So, you take the half-hour ride out to the lighthouse. You're on a highway for a minute. For like half of the trip, but then you turn onto another paved road that just goes through the woods. There's nothing but woods for miles. Then that turns onto a dirt road that's nothing but really close woods for another half a mile. Then you finally come to the tip of a peninsula that has nothing but the lighthouse and 2 buildings around it. Technically 4, but only 2 of the outbuildings matter. There's 1 car parked off to the side, and everything seems to be closed for the season.
Like a guard shack or anything?
Are there caretakers?
Nope, because you can wander around on the property with the buildings closed and still take pictures and stuff. The lighthouse itself and the house attached to it looks like it's a museum. And then there's what looks like a garage that also says it's a museum. And those are like here and here. And across the walkway over here up against the water is a gift shop. And then there's a couple of really old antique outbuildings made of brick and a bathroom. And then a big open area that leads all the way down to the lake, to Lake Michigan.
This is Kyle's thing, right? Like Kyle, you have the information for this place, right? Like what we're looking for.
Shushua, the lighthouse on the lake. I'm looking and my notes are a terrible mess.
What information are we looking for? What is it you're looking for, Furio?
I was just asking, like, Kyle was the one who said we wanted to come here. And I don't actually remember what was at this place that we needed to find or look into.
Oh, yeah, that would be whoever took notes because the whole party had that information. Correct. I get it. Sorry.
I only remember writing that we had to come here. I just don't remember what else.
Yeah, you had a lead to the Wendigo being connected to this site. That was it.
Okay, that's all it was? Okay.
That's all I know. Okay. Okay.
So this place is haunted, and even though it's not very big, I think we should all go together like a big tourist group.
I mean, that makes sense. Nice
Let's-
and conspicuous.
Let's check out that little sheddy building first, though, because I mean, yeah, the outlying places before we check. And I look at the haunted lighthouse and say, "Scary place."
Don't they do like guided tours for these kinds of things?
It's closed for the season, like I said.
Oh.
There's a car here, but all the buildings are closed.
And there's no tour group.
Right.
Right.
It's just a car. It's like a regular 4-passenger sedan. It's not a big car.
Like
I look inside. What kind of what's like inside?
Gets lots of driving. There's food wrappers in there and a couple blankets and an emergency kit because it's Michigan in late fall. And coats. Flannel coats. So much flannel.
Can Reese?
It's got a Michigan license plate, but the city is not the city you're in.
What city is it?
Traverse City.
That's pretty far.
Okay, so obviously there's somebody's here. Okay. Keep your eye out.
Hope we don't have to kill him and hide the body.
Wow.
Came to Trevor City.
You guys got
Oh, that escalated pretty fast.
I'm gonna take out the phone and push the center button and go, "Hey Siri, how do you hide a body?" in Michigan?"
Fuck you, Kyle.
It really pissed at you, dude.
He programmed it. It's not going away unless you either figure out how to factory reset or get Kyle to unprogram it. You gotta earn that. You gotta earn that beat.
Oh man.
I would like to use my unseen sense to know if there's some supernatural Juju Mugumbo about this place.
Oh god.
Describe to me how that works.
So, well, first I need to know if it's manifesting. So, like, am I getting any chills down my spine, or my hair standing on end, or do I feel like I really need to throw up?
Is that what the description says?
Yeah. So, like,
So all it does is
like,
give you like
quote,
a feeling.
Like, always active, where like when I'm around the supernatural, like I get like chills and stuff like that. And then I can determine and then I can decide if I want to like pinpoint where it's coming from. But like I can always tell if like I'm in the general area.
Is that always active, or do you have to turn it on?
To pinpoint it, I have to accept the spooked condition.
But
like,
it's always on, like, passively?
Yeah, but otherwise, it's just kind of like a sense I always have.
Yeah, that kicked in the second you turned off the pavement and onto the dirt road a half mile from here.
Dope.
I did not realize that was passive. I apologize.
No, it's fine. I will accept the spooked condition. I assume it's the light. It's going to pinpoint me to the lighthouse, but I'm just going to confirm it anyway.
It's the grounds around it, too.
Oh.
If you're going to pinpoint it and take the spook condition, it's actually the building attached to the lighthouse. The house of the lighthouse, like where you live, the museum. The garage shed next to it.
So can I try and, while he's doing that, connect to any minds that aren't our group here?
How does that work?
With telepathy? Pretty much, let me just look up in the actual book, but I just have to find the mind in its contest of wills.
So, contest of wills is only if they resist, right? Trying to hide their presence mentally?
I believe so.
Yeah, there's somebody here inside. There's two people inside the museum building.
Can I use Clash of Wills to... Or, I'm sorry, Hostile Takeover. Cost 2 Glamour. Declare the right to be on the premises and bypass any mundane security systems, including cameras and guard pets. I can extend this to my companions equal to presence in my line of sight. Any supernatural dwelling or hollow triggers a Clash of Wills. That's I pre-read. With the resident or owner. Because I am a Ferris, I gain 2 bonus dice on the Clash of Wills with a supernatural dwelling's owner.
So, you reach out with your senses, there are no security system. The people inside the building don't own it. And the supernatural presences here also don't own it. There's nothing to take over.
Well, I'm actually...
So in other words, it's not the ghost of a caretaker. And even, actually, it still could be, because caretakers don't own the building.
Actually, I'm gonna activate, or I'm gonna use medium, and I'm gonna meditate for a second, and activate that.
Which does what?
My character hears the words and moans of the dead, and if I take time to parse their words, I can interact with them verbally.
At this moment in time, none of them are speaking.
Damn.
They're here, they're not talking.
Okay. That's okay, because it doesn't shut off.
Because it's daytime.
That's okay.
So I got the good news and I got the bad news. What y'all want to hear first?
Obviously, the bad news first.
Bad news. There definitely be something spooky here, and it's living in that house over there. That's the bad news. The good news is since they're in that house over there, we don't need to climb the lighthouse and climb up all them stairs. So glass half full.
I was so looking forward to that enlightening experience.
I'm glad we don't have to fall out of the lighthouse when ghosts push us.
Exactement.
Plus, Ever and I can attest to this for you. It's an exhausting, tight, weird climb.
I thought it was fun.
That was, you can see. Okay, so by the way, side note for viewers, I'm scared of freaking heights, but I went up through it anyway, like knees gone, feel like I'm gonna puke, and you can see through the stairs, and they're attached to the wall and nothing else. So it looks like if you're just
metal grating.
It's metal grating.
Mm-hmm.
If you're ever so slightly heavy enough, you feel like it's gonna fall out from under you. And I'm a big person. I thought I was gonna die every single step of the way, and some of the concrete that the stairs are attached to are cracked up the side, so it's a little discouraging, even though I survived. But then the end
very
to get
proud
into
of
the
you.
lighthouse bit.
Now you
You
said
have to
your
squeeze through a tiny opening.
your knees were weak and you thought you were gonna vomit. Were your palms also sweaty?
No.
Mom, spaghetti?
No.
Butter.
No.
So
many steps is
next
it?
week on Hunter, there will be 3 cast members who have suddenly disappeared.
3 new ones.
No lie though, my hands and feet totally get sweaty when I'm on heights. So,
I totally climbed up the whole thing like I was jogging.
yeah, shut up.
Do you remember how many steps it was?
Devin probably ran up there like some sort of rat person.
He did.
Hey, no. I'm a cat person in Thursday. The rat people are Dwayne and Ever.
So it's in that house over there.
Exactement.
It's in the house attached to the lighthouse itself, and it's also in the what looks like a garage outside of it.
Okay.
But someone died.
All right. So I, straighten my jacket, adjust my sunglasses, fix my headband, put my, the clamshell blueprint case that I keep my sword in, tuck it up on my arm. Cool. And I walk up real badass to the chain that I'm sure is up to say like, this is not open. And it's just the chain, and then it has like the little sign on it.
Are you talking about the house or the shed?
When we got to the thing, I'm sure there's like a parking lot where you would normally go, right?
Parking lot's open because it's a public. So
Right.
this area is a public park. Buildings.
Right. Like in every public parking that's closed has one small little chain that they put up that has a sign that says, sorry, we're closed. And that's the only thing that stops you from getting into it.
Except that this one doesn't have that because it's a public park that's always open. Only the buildings are closed.
And they're not even closed
really-
like that.
You
It's
just
just
took
like
away-
I know.
Furious
I'm
badass
taking away
moment.
Furious badass moment. But the details one has not known until they walk around and look.
Then I walk up to the door of the house.
Also not chained. Interesting. Lights are on inside, which you can see because you have to walk around it to get to the door from the parking lot. And you can see lights on this side.
Okay.
You can hear voices. There's people in there talking, laughing. You want to listen closely? You can make a Wits plus Resolve roll.
Wits and resolve?
That's what I use for perception.
Anybody?
Nope, just him, because only he said he walked up to the door. That's a good 20 yards from where you guys are all standing around in the parking lot for 20 minutes doing weird spells.
Au revoir, Furio.
One success.
It wouldn't be too far from Furo. He's my new buddy.
They're giggling about they're giggling about the Halloween show they're going to do. Apparently, they're here setting up decorations.
Go all out for Halloween. I love it.
Okay.
What you doing, Furio?
Reese.
Yeah.
Come here.
The door opens. When you-
right
when-
with them. Follow my lead.
The door opens when you say that real loud, Reese.
Yeah.
And it's an affable-looking gentleman in suspenders and flannel, and he says, "Oh, hi." He looks around and he says, "I'm sorry, we're closed, but if you want to donate to the museum, I could probably let you in for just look around while we're setting things up."
No,
Where are you from? How you doing?
No, yeah, no, I'm good.
I want to
I'm great.
see. I haven't
Yeah.
been here since I was a kid. I
Got
don't
20
remember.
bucks?
No.
Do I?
Look,
Probably.
You don't understand. You don't understand.
Furio, please.
Wait.
Please. Please.
You know why we're here.
Please.
We're here to work. Remember, we're on the job. Hey, how you doing? My name is Furio the Vampire, right? They sent me up for... So here's what happened. Check this out. So we know that you're putting on your Halloween show, right? And the heads up right up at the Park Service that they wanted to give you a surprise. So they hired me and
I don't work
Snowball
for the
over
Park
here.
Service.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
They're all volunteers.
Right.
Can I
We're
just
volunteer
pull-
caretakers. We work for the state, not the Park Service.
Exactly.
This is a private
Work-
organization that
work-
maintains this place. So if you got $20, you can come in and look around all you want.
Can I just walk up and hand him 100?
Oh my god. Furio is gonna kill you all. You can, but I want to hear what Furio was gonna say next. It's gonna take you a minute to get there.
Yeah. No.
I was just, it doesn't matter. I was just going to say that since we overheard them talking about the Halloween party, that the parks department, even though they don't work for them specifically, sent us over as a surprise to help them to be characters at the party. So you got the vampire and the creepy snow person.
At that, Reese
You
looks
could
at
still
his
tell them
skin.
that, but the other thing that would occur to you as you spin your story is that Halloween's like 2 weeks away.
And
Right.
not only that, Reese is not visible. His actual face is not visible to human beings.
Can you make it if you want to be?
No, he'd have to glamour them.
Oh, okay.
Plus,
All right,
everyone's
never mind
favorite
then.
Halloween character, Ice Person.
Hey, just
Yeah.
call me Jack Frost.
It's appropriate where you're at.
Right. All right, never mind then.
So, okay, you give them $100. They like you a lot now, and they'd let you inside. It's just an old guy and an old lady. They tell you they're volunteers. It's a network of volunteers to keep this place going. And yeah, it's a museum. It's set up to look like it would have in the 20s and 30s when it was still in use. It's got 2 floors. It's halfway decorated for Halloween. And then this area does have little portals you can step over all badass, like lots of them, the velvet rope kind.
Okay.
Should it come up
By
again?
the way, we do not encourage or endorse stepping over the boundaries in this amazing museum because it's just rude. This is just
And what
for the-
happens is the old guy that let you in is way talkative and gives you the whole tour, following you around and just talking your ear off about the history of the place the whole time. You have no privacy.
I got a great idea. Can I ask him to show me how to get to the website on the phone?
He laughs and says, I can barely use my own smartphone. You should probably ask the kid, he knows. Points at Kyle.
Damn it. Crap.
Hmm.
If you don't do anything, he's gonna wander around and talk to you for like an hour before he wanders off.
Yeah.
You can do one of 2 things, 3 things. You can wait it out, you can encourage it and lean into it, or you can try to be rude and get him to go away.
So, now, what kind of artifacts are actually out to look at?
Most of them aren't even artifacts, they're just people would go around and find like old antiques from the 20s and 30s and junk piles and restore them and put them in here so it looks authentic. He does tell you some of this stuff is authentic, yeah, but not a lot.
Right, so
Most of the
there's-
clothes are authentic, the beds are authentic, a couple other things here and there.
I will personally lean into it, just because I'm always excited about learning about
I'm
other
with him. I got
areas,
15 years to
supernatural
catch up on.
Jujumagumbos, so I'll lean into it.
Give me a social roll. You pick how you want to lean into it.
Oh.
Charming, fast talking, anything but intimidating.
Like, can I use like empathy and persuasion to kind of?
Yep, that'd be charm.
Cool. All right, empathy and persuasion. Zero successes, motherfucker.
Anybody else want to back Fontaine up here?
Maybe. Let me check my.
Yeah, I'll try.
All right, Kyle, do
I
it.
feel like Baptiste was like trying to be really nice and trying.
He can't understand your accent. Also, do you want to turn that into a critical failure for a beat and ruin everything?
Sure. We'll say that not only could he not understand my accent, but I accidentally came off like very like rude and like accidentally
Insulted his mother or something.
insensitive or something.
All right, Kyle, make your roll.
2 successes.
Anybody else want to help?
I would like
I'll
to
help.
attempt. Oh, Tim, you go ahead and go first. You
Okay.
haven't had the chance much because your mic is a butt.
My mic is a butt. I don't know. It's brand new too. Stupid thing. Damn technology.
Imagine if it
Go
was
back.
actually a butt.
Short-term aspiration.
The new one.
Figure out how to work your own headset.
It's plug and go. It's not difficult. It's just stupid. Can I use empathy and subterfuge?
No, those won't
No?
work
Okay.
together.
No. All right.
Subterfuge is fine, but not with empathy. You can use
Aha.
like expression or something else.
Okay, we'll use expression and subterfuge then. It's crap, but whatever. Come on. I hit the button. Do the thing.
All right, Andres.
All right, that was. What was it again? Sorry.
You pick.
Ooh, manipulation plus persuasion. Is that good?
It has to be a skill and attribute, so yes. Roll it.
I did that wrong.
Doo-doo-doo.
Baptiste. In my
Yes.
games, yes.
Uh-oh. One
Uh-oh.
success.
Okay.
4
Just
successes.
one.
So what happens is everyone except Furio, who seems a little sad and annoyed at all of you, sweet talks the old man and really.
Only have intimidating social presency stuff, so not the person to help with this.
Oh yeah, I know why Steve didn't do it, but I'm sure Furio was like, "I had a whole thing I was going to do, and you guys just gave him money. Bunch of mooks." So you all lean into it, but Baptiste accidentally insults him. Baptiste gets chased right out of the building by the old woman, like with a broom. Whap, whap, get up, whap. But the rest of you, they actually take your 4 successes, and they're like, you know what? You're a bunch of nice young people, except your one out-of-town friend. Not that out-of-town friend, points to Furio. That one.
He's different.
I don't understand half the things that he says. Are they mean?
So we'll tell you what. We'll let you have a look around the whole place because you're so generous to us. And they show you into the basement, which is employees only. Baptiste, you're outside.
That's exciting.
And while the guy was wandering around the entire property for an hour before you got kicked out, he actually opened the other building, which is still unlocked. The shed building.
Well, I think, talking to himself, well, all the spooky woos in the other house, so this should be safe, right? And I'll go into the unlocked house.
Yeah,
By myself.
I definitely did not say both these buildings were haunted.
Nope. Wait, is this the garage building thingy?
Yes, it's part of the.
Oh.
This is the little mini museum of boats and stuff. It's got like a big
this
old
is the
Coast
fuck it.
Guard.
I'll still do it. I roll up my sleeves a little bit and like take on that that pose I've seen in the movies of like when the spellcaster from a modern day like spellcasting movie is ready to cast a spell, even though I don't have any spells that work like that. I'm just like, yeah. Oh, can't hear you.
I said this is actually a boat shed. It has a very large boat in the middle of it, up on a rack.
Like
the kind that
sailboat?
the kind the Coast Guard would use to go offshore, but not far offshore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would have had a sail when it was in use, and it would have been able to be rowed too. Probably would have had a small motor. But like, it's designed for going not fully offshore deep into the lake, but close offshore for emergencies like during storms and stuff. It's cut a certain way to handle big waves.
Sure.
And then all around it is a whole bunch of glass displays lining the walls of old boat memorabilia from Coast Guard lighthouses and Native American memorabilia from the area. Going back as far as and they know the history. So,
Alright.
you can give us an investigation plus intellect roll. See what you find.
Investigation plus intelligence.
Yep.
Okay. Come on. God damn it. How am I rolling 5? Whatever.
Would you
I'm
get
not
none
gonna-
again?
I'm by myself, so I'm not going to critical fail this.
Okay. The only thing of interest you find in here is a book about local myths and legends, and you're flipping through it. One of them does talk about strange sightings in the region of cryptids going back a very long time, all the way back to the 1800s. Another talks about the cult church in the 70s and the supposed miracles, and how the leader had strange abilities and could write in what he called the language of God.
Is this the same cult?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the same cult we've been dealing with.
And it talks a lot about the guy that supposedly died here, was murdered, was a caretaker, and is supposedly the ghost that haunts the place.
But from my knowledge, it doesn't seem to be like we're not picking up anything specifically about him yet. It just seems to be the urban legend kind of thing.
Oh no, this place is definitely haunted, and it could very well be him, but it's not malevolent towards you at the moment, apparently.
Sure. Okay.
It really is because you came during the day. So, switching back to the inside, those of you that head down into the basement, it is not set up like the rest of the house. So, most of the areas of this basement, which has a whole bunch of really small, weird rooms and weird places that don't seem to make sense, it's got old junk that's never been messed with, because this is employees only. They store stuff down here in a couple of big open rooms, and a lot of the side rooms that radiate out around the big rooms, stuff's just shoved in there that probably hasn't even been gone through in years, because this is run by volunteers. And then if you come down the stairs and go as far as you can to the northeast, there's also this really spooky, super creepy basin where it's just a round concrete basin locked off from every angle except for a small window that a really skinny person could fit through, or you could put a bucket in, where they probably caught fresh water when they lived here, so they could drink a natural well without digging a well.
Well.
There's a bunch of side rooms, and the definitely haunted pitch black basin that once you're in is really hard to get out of.
So I was gonna say, so
So
Tyler
we
is
climb in
making
that.
at a game. Tyler's making a lot of references to this basin. So it's either the most important thing for us to look at, or a total red herring that's just gonna waste our time.
Insert why not both.
Yes. Both.
I would say the red herring, but I think he's done with that for now just because of how much we did it to ourselves.
Which is why he would do it again.
Fair.
Because he knows that we know that he knows we wasted too much
Exactly.
time.
Playing some 5D
But does
chess.
he-
over
Steve
here.
gets it.
But does he know that we know that he knows that we know that we wasted too much time?
But does he know that we know that he knows that our characters know that we know that he knows?
You're both fired.
Oh, that would be 1 + 1 + 2 + 1.
But whose time did we waste? Ours or our
Pack my
sheriff?
things now.
Yes.
What just happened?
We just created an incident.
So-
You are an
We've made a
incident.
paradox.
Party-wise, only one of you can fit in that basin. Nope, it ain't Reese.
Who's the skinniest person?
So you're pointing in
Me.
Zoom, Reese. Now you're pointing at me. Now you're pointing at Tim. Now you're pointing at nobody and at Kyle. So you're correct.
I don't like this plan.
The short, skinny kid.
I don't like this plan.
I like this plan.
We all
I'm
know Baptiste's not
enthusiastic
fitting in
about
there.
this.
And you like Furio, so you're currently not the best person to ask about what to like.
I am very enthusiastic about this plan.
Wait, say that sentence again.
You currently seem to enjoy Furio's company, therefore you're not the best judge of character. He's not exactly Mr. Nice.
The fuck?
I
You
will
say
please-
something about me?
So, wait. Have I? Ah, it's fine.
Yeah.
And you're the most impersonal of us, and you're being very, very happy-go-lucky nice with him. So I don't know what's up with you two, but yeah.
We're friends. We're best friends.
Yeah, we're best fucking friends over here.
Well,
You didn't want us to know you before we saved your life.
You realize they're not going to let you stay down here forever.
Okay,
Meaning, the
okay.
longer you take to decide, the less you're getting on your extended roll.
Alright. Can one of you guys go get Baptiste so that if something spooky happens, that
Nope, they're not letting him back in. He chose a crit fail.
Can you lie to me and say you'll get him?
Sure.
Okay, I go in the basin.
Give me an athletics plus dexterity. See if you get stuck.
I know he's not coming, but it'll make me feel better if you say he's coming.
Exactly!
Even though I can read your mind.
Yes, even though I can read your mind.
Even though I know you're lying to me.
Yes.
I need you to say these words.
How the...
Would
and
you like
that's-
to make that a crit failure?
How the hell do I do this on the best times? Yes! Yes, I do! Give me the beat!
Oh no.
You get your beat.
Oh.
Kyle,
So-
is
Kyle gets stuck halfway through. And he starts panicking, and he's about to get loud. Furio's like, we ain't having none of this. It just like bull rushes your legs and pounds you through. And he hits the basin, which shakes, and you didn't know it. There was a shutter, which slammed shut over the hole. It auto locks, and it requires a key. There's no way to do it without the key, 'cause it's old.
So I know this is a real place that you guys really like and want to be as respectful as possible, but how bad can we fuck up this place?
The basement? Barely. It's all concrete and steel.
Right. And we're magical characters. So
Right. Magical characters still can't fuck up concrete and steel without high explosives. Because you're not mages.
Hi.
With my geomancy.
You don't have your high explosives. You would not be walking around with a giant bag full of plastic.
My blood is a high explosive.
And you're pretty sure that's not going to blow the shutter open.
Okay.
So now, this shutter and this electric lock, is it purely electrical?
No, it's mechanical.
Okay.
It's
I was gonna
old.
say, I whip out my phone so I have light because
And while Furio's trying to decide if his explosive blood would get through the steel, he actually sees a little sign that says, "Do not let this close."
Okay. Okay. So I go to open up my architecture, my blueprint holder.
Right.
I start to, and I would normally I would pull out my sword and I would, grip the roofing nails that I put into the handle and make the blood and do the exposing thing. I'm like, wait, hold on, hold on. This is an old place. It's really, really important. There's people upstairs. It's a whole fucking thing. Okay, all right, fine. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Do I got one of these things here? No.
That's actually another good point. It is a really old place, and if you did figure out how to blow up the basement, you'd die when the lighthouse fell on you.
Hold on. Wait.
That's problematic.
Any of you guys got a bobby pin?
Could try to pick it, yes. However, while you're figuring that out, Kyle,
yes.
you land inside
Oh God!
with one lethal injury and horribly lacerated arms.
Ouch.
Ow!
And you immediately hear
Furio,
whispering.
that hurt.
You immediately hear whispering, and the temperature drops. And none of you can hear Kyle, and Kyle can't hear you.
Okay, how much does the temperature drop, and how much air is in this place?
It's open up there.
Okay.
It's a basin, so you're not gonna suffocate. The temperature drops like it does when the ghost shows up.
Oh no, there's no daylight in there. The ghost can get you now.
I'm going.
Furio gets it.
I'm going to. How can I say this without breaching copyrights? I'm going to emblazon myself.
Go ahead and roll Resolve plus Composure.
At least a portion of myself. Three successes.
You're able to light up enough to dimly see around you so you can investigate, but your flames will not flame on.
But I have light, so that's better. Right?
It's actually creepier now because the shadows are dancing around.
It's better because now I don't have to use my imagination so much.
Go ahead and roll your first investigation plus intellect.
Alrighty.
Intelligence.
Two successes.
Good start. Now roll Composure plus Resolve. Because the ghost is ramping up the whispering and the creepy shadows and lurching at you in the red eyes of the darkness.
Alright.
When it moves beyond a basic haunting, I'll tell you, but for now you can imagine it's typical haunting.
One success. 9 dice. 8 dice.
Okay. You now lose 1 dice from your pool next time you roll Investigation plus Intelligence.
Alright.
Back to the outside.
Oh, crap. How do we get him out of there? How are we gonna get him out of there?
Furio is asking for a bobby pin.
I don't, I've got nothing. Think maybe there were some upstairs, on the wig of that one mannequin.
What
There's
about
an endless
crap that's
pile
in
of
here?
junk down here. You can search through it. I'm sure you'll find something.
Okay, so Reese is gonna search through all the
Start
junk.
with Reese, Investigation plus Intelligence, and then we'll move to Furio, and then we'll move to Isaac.
Can I try and take some of the tinfoil off of my hat to make it cute?
No, because you don't know what the key shape would be. You don't have a mold.
Damn, I was gonna use it like a lockpick. Try and mold it that way.
Oh no, you actually need some metal to do that. Tinfoil's too
Oh.
flexible. I know you can make it real tight, but not in this case. Good start! Furio, go!
Nice.
Nope, you're muted.
What was the roll? Sorry.
Intellect plus Intelligence plus Investigation.
Oh, Well, you see, what had happened was. Oh, 1 success.
And Isaac.
Yay!
Alright,
Cool.
yes. Furio and Isaac are able to find what is necessary to rig basic lockpicks. Reese, however, finds other interesting things. Buried way back in the corners where nobody goes, you actually find evidence that it appears somebody was squatting down in this basement. It looks like it would have been around the time of the 70s, judging from the discarded wrappers and clothes you found. The old pillow the tag in the old pillow. There's one particular spot back in the corner.
They don't happen to match the crap that's in the car, does it?
No, that's the people upstairs.
Okay.
It's their card. Back to Kyle. Kyle, make your second roll. -1 dice for the pool.
Alright. 0
Okay.
successes.
You make no progress. And now the shadows are actually coalescing. You can see them slowly taking shape into a dude with a fedora. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, guys!
They cannot hear you.
Can't.
Furio, you now have a working rough lockpick. It'll be -1 from your dice pool, but it'll work. Subterfuge plus Dex. For those in the audience who may not have been here from the beginning, the Hat Man is some kind of cryptid monster called Mr. Shivers that's been plaguing them since they got here. Killed killed the first hunter that was with them.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're gonna need 5 to pick the lock, Furio, and you're gonna need 5 to find the thing, Kyle. This is the extended roll we're doing.
Can I
Jumping
help?
back to Kyle, and you want to do it before the thing fully manifests, or else Kyle's in trouble. Roll again, Kyle. No additional penalties.
Alright.
Yes, Reese.
Tim was wondering if he could help.
Pick the
I
lock.
heard his mic.
You cannot
Pick the
assist with picking a lock because only one person can get in there.
Is this thing still not working right?
Correct. It went up for a bit, and then it started fading again.
Really? What the?
If no one else is talking, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
So if I don't acknowledge you and other people are talking, just mute yourself when they're not. Kyle!
Okay. And I'm making the investigation roll now.
Yep, -1. It's not gonna
Okay.
get any worse. Until he shows up.
Press U button. 2 successes.
The Hat Man begins to solidify more, and you think you probably have 3 more rolls. Furio, go!
Two successes, so I'm up to 3 total.
Nice. Okay. Back to Kyle.
Another investigation or another wits composure?
Only investigation is not going to get any more terrifying until he actually appears.
Okay. Okay, I know I clicked it that time. 1 success.
So we're up to 4 for you, yes?
Yes, 4 total.
Nice. Alright, Furio.
I would like to spend a willpower.
That gives you 3 more dice for the pool.
Two
Nice.
successes for a total of 5.
You start hearing the shutter screech open. Make your roll again, Kyle.
I also am going to spend willpower just so that I can make sure I get this 3rd roll in. And 6 successes!
If only you had a momentum pool in this game. So,
I know.
Oh.
what actually happened was you weren't searching for clues. You were like, get me the hell out of here. You tried to climb, you couldn't. You tried to punch through the brick, you couldn't. And so you started digging. You're panicking. You actually dug a little hole, and there's a lockbox buried about a foot down. You grab it, and just like one round before the monster coalesces, you're like, hell with this. Go ahead and make your athletics plus dex again, but this time you can have 3 bonus dice because you really want out. Also, you have gained the spooked condition, same as Fontaine.
Okay. Athletics plus dex plus 3 because FTS, I'm out. 3 successes.
You've also gained the... I'm going to say it wrong, so I'm going to look. Because you got an exceptional success on that last roll, you get the good condition.
Inspired?
Yes, you're also inspired. So you're spooked and inspired. Baptiste is merely spooked.
Okay.
As soon as he comes flying out, and what do you say on your way out?
Close the damn door!
Why? What?
Hat Man!
Who
No,
immediately
shit.
starts flowing out the hole. And you all gain spooked if you don't already have it. Baptiste, please share with the group what they all have now.
Spooked. Spooky woo. Your character has seen something supernatural, not overt enough to terrify them, but unmistakably otherworldly. How your character responds to this is up to you, but it captivates them and dominates their focus. Resolution. This condition is resolved when your character's fear and fascination causes them to do something that hinders the group or complicates things. Well, I think mine's resolved, i.e., they go off alone to investigate something strange.
Oh
Yeah, I'll
my
give you
God.
that. You can have your beat. This condition only affects you once, so you get the beat when you resolve it instead of every time it affects you. Inspired also, Kyle, gives a beat on resolution, but not reduce.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you all take off like madmen?
Yeah.
I see all nods. So
Nice as
Baptiste,
fuck.
Can we
you're
close the
wandering
door
out
first?
and you're like, this is stupid, I'm so mad. And they all literally come tearing out of the lighthouse yelling and screaming. The very confused old lady and old man are looking out the window towards the parking lot like, huh. Batman, Mr. Shivers, get in the damn car!
Oh, as soon as I hear those names, I'm like, oh shit. I hop in the car too.
You successfully make your escape, tossing gravel up in your tires. You can't squeal because it's gravel, but you can spin gravel everywhere.
Wait, hold up. Are we worried about the caretakers or?
Bug 'em.
So,
I know you're a half vampire or whatever, but
we're normal, or they're normal. We're not. I'm pretty sure the Hat Man doesn't give two rats' asses about them versus us.
Wait,
you
why
feel like
two rats?
you feel like the fact that they were just watching you leave, like you're a bunch of weirdos, when the party ran past them and presumably the Hat Man could have seen them, means that they can't see it. Which means it probably doesn't care about them.
Roger
Okay.
Dodger.
Which tells you something else. It's specifically after you now.
Great.
Yay!
Every time you get
Cool.
close to something with crew-wise, it appears.
Do I have a classification yet as to what kind of thing this thing is? Is it is it a ghost? Is it what is this thing? Like typing wise.
Tell me about your occult. How many dots do you have? What's the specialization?
My occult is 4 dots. I do have a specialization in occult. I don't know.
What's the specialization word you chose?
Probably ghosts.
Yeah.
/ like Lola.
Furia, what about you? Dots and or specialization?
Nothing that super helps in regard to occult, no.
Okay, Kyle?
Mine's 3 dots, and it's all in psychic powers.
Isaac?
I've got 3 dots, but no specialization.
Reese?
In occult?
Yeah.
0.
Okay.
You need some politics though?
When,
I've got 2 dots in politics.
don't worry, that's actually going to come up before this ends.
Uh-oh.
For the sheriff, I imagine so.
Yeah. Well, both sheriffs probably. But anyways, when you get back to the hotel room, the 3 of you with 3 dots or more can attempt a group roll to see what kind of answer you get. If nothing else, it'll eliminate possibilities. Can't do it in
Okay.
the car, no.
Alright.
You need to research.
All right, while we're in the car, then, do you guys share the lockbox?
Oh yeah, I let you guys know almost immediately. Found a lockbox, nearly died.
I would like to attempt to unlock it.
It's actually not
Oh.
locked. I'm just calling it that because it's a metal box with a little flap, but there's no little padlock on it.
Oh,
Oh god, what if it's got a curse inside?
Baptiste got like really excited for a second, and pulled out like a legit lock picking set, and was like, "Oh, I haven't had to do this in a long time now."
And
And then Furios holds up a piece of twisted metal and some tinfoil and is like, "This is how we got Kyle out."
It's a real shame I wasn't there.
My poor hat.
In a couple previous lives, I
got a
may or
hole
may
in it.
not have the specialty to get into doors I'm not supposed to be into. So
Yeah, no. Me too, man.
I just look at your twisted piece of metal, the correct way.
I'm gonna let you have it. It does have a padlock, and it's so old it's rusted shut and warped.
Oh,
Which means minus 2 dice from your pool. Let's
I'm
see
gonna
it's
say-
Baptiste.
All right,
Let's see this awesomeness. Impress the party,
that's not that awesome.
especially at minus 2
Yes,
dice.
I used to be a / kind of still am. Can I use larceny and wits to figure out how to unlock this?
Yes, and I told you wrong. It should have been larceny for you, Furio. I apologize. I said subterfuge.
-2 bonus dice. Roll. I've been rolling 0 successes so far, so let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Critical failure?
No. No.
Aw.
I don't want my lockpicking set to break.
Alright, Furio, your turn. Use larceny this time.
If
You're probably
fails-
better at.
If he fails, I'll do it.
Oh no, mine. I don't. Mine. I was doing subterfuge.
Do you have larceny?
No.
Yeah, I have.
Oh! Okay, let's let Kyle do it then.
Okay.
You lied to that other lock to get it to open. You're
I
master.
did.
No, I should probably take off the bonus 3 because.
Yeah, well, plus you're at -2, just like Baptiste was.
Yeah, I know, and that at least gives me 3 dice. With 1 success!
One is enough. You mangle a pick, the pick that Furio was using, but you get it open.
Hey, Furio, I ruined your tinfoil.
Hmm.
It's your pick?
Oh.
Furio,
Go
ahead. I picture Furio driving, being like, crank the volume.
Yeah. I basically take it and I'm like, yeah, cool. Thanks for it. Window goes down. Throw out the window.
Inside the lockbox, you find what looks like a collection of old keepsakes, slightly damaged and waterlogged and molded from time. The two things that stand out to you are a very strange-looking Native American talisman of some kind, and a very old picture of two brothers looking very happy, set in the 20s. And then there's a bunch of other tokens from decades from the late 1600s all the way to the 90s. Right now it's you holding that picture, Kyle. It means nothing to you.
Okay. What about the medallion?
You see pictures of... You're from out of town from this adventure, right? Like,
Yes.
from... You were from a different place
Chicago,
altogether.
yes. Well,
Are you
Yeah,
from
I was-
Chicago?
that's the closest town to where I was. I was basically boonies area around Chicago.
Okay. You see old-timey pictures of what you think looks like the Calumet River in Chicago and South Ewing Avenue, which is a major street right after the Sky Highway Bridge. It's a half-mile bridge that crosses the Calumet River. Calumet to Calumet, I'm sure on that. It's also a random picture of a built but apparently never opened medical clinic in an alley in the 70s. Nothing else in here means anything to you.
Okay.
You gonna hand it off or close it, take it away?
I was gonna just hold the medallion and fiddle with it while I let everyone else look at everything else.
Okay. Who do you hand it to next? It's gonna say it's you, Baptiste, and Isaac in the back, and Furio and Reese in the front.
I'm gonna hand it to Baptiste because it's me and Furio and Baptiste. You said?
No, Isaac.
No.
Furio's in the
Oh, okay.
Furio's driving.
Okay,
Can we listen to my favorite song?
No.
Oh God.
I'm gonna hand it over to Baptiste anyway because currently, though he is the most incomprehensible of the group, he's been the genuinely nicest aside from the clueless man who's just been like, "Wait, what is technology?"
Nothing means anything to you that's in this box, Baptiste.
Yeah. I look at like the pictures of Chicago and just go, this town looks weird.
Like some
Not
change from the 1600s and some wig hair from a 1600s wig, and you're like, okay.
That's neat. Thanks, Kyle. I'm way more interested in the medallion he's holding.
So who do you hand the box off to then?
I will hand it off. I look at Isaac really quick and look at the oldness of the photos and things in the box. Go, yeah, you might be some help.
The man out of time.
Sadly, it also means nothing to Isaac.
I take the picture and I stick it up against my forehead like that and hold it under my hat. I'm thinking about this.
I mean
do
nothing
have
to
Some
you.
technique you got? Like, does your society do kind of things with you stick it to your head and?
Who do you hand the stuff off to?
I'm gonna pass it. I'm guessing I'm catty corner to.
We're in the
Reese-
back
Reese
row.
or
I'm gonna be
Furio?
on one of the sides because Baptiste is a big guy.
It's got to be Reese or Furio.
I'm gonna give it to Reese because Furio's driving, and I kind of want to make it to wherever we're running to alive.
None of it means anything to you either, but Furio, you can see the stuff now.
No,
Will you
so
ask-
but up front, the conversation's going like no, like I fucking said, 90s techno. Every so often, some old Blue Eyes. What's your favorite song anyway?
Well, I don't really have a favorite song. I kind of. Oh, what's that stuff? Oh. This is interesting.
When I listen to my favorite song I don't have, I'm for it. Furio, are you going to be like, hey, hold those up for me, or do you not give a shit?
All right, hold it up. Don't worry, I got Reese. Hold the wheel.
Wait, what?
Just
No.
hold the wheel.
Oh, okay.
Reese.
No, whoa!
I got-
Pull the car over. Pull the car.
No, too late. No, we got places to be.
No, pull the goddamn car over
I did
right
not
now.
pull the car over.
Give me a wits plus resolve, Furio.
No, God.
And Reese, I need you to
You
give
die.
us a drive plus dex.
Oh god.
Oh, Jesus. Take the wheel.
We are swerving into the neutral ground right now. Pull the car over. For those you don't know, neutral
Reese,
ground.
would you like to make that a critical failure for a beat?
No.
So,
No.
Come on, you only live once.
and you might live only until the end of the day.
For the sake of the party, I will not.
Okay.
But just think how funny it'll be.
Oh,
Having lived
Hilarious.
through a multiple flip accident, not that funny.
Oh,
In
oh.
game. Yeah, I mean,
Patty, I need to give you a hug.
now I feel bad. Now I feel bad.
Oh no, I
So you're sticking with no?
just say it's not fun.
I'm
Well,
sticking with
In that case, you merely spin off the side of the road and go in the ditch. And you're gonna have to work to get the car out, but it's undamaged. Furio, however, you don't seem to give a shit you're in the ditch because you snatched the picture of one of the two people next to each other in the 20s, and you're just looking at it with your mouth slightly ajar. Because, number one, one of the guys kind of looks like. Remember how you had doctored, or one of you did? I don't remember who it was, but it doesn't matter because Reese would have seen it. Oh, it would have been the dead guy. Would have been crap. What was Sean's character's name? Macintosh. Would have been Macintosh's evidence packet where he had pictures of the dead Wendigo in human form. Remember, in the doctored. It looks like him, slightly younger. The other person is a younger, much more rosy-cheeked sheriff of Chicago. And seeing them side by side, they look like brothers.
I say nothing. I just fold the picture, but you know when someone folds aggressively?
Folding fitted sheets.
And just like,
Somewhere between a fold and a crumple.
right. And I take that picture specifically, I put it in my jacket pocket, and I hand everything else back, and I'm like, why the fuck we in a ditch?
Reese says nothing, but it's wildly obvious to everyone except maybe Isaac that he knew who was in that picture.
Yeah, how did we end up in a ditch? I don't even know.
Are you cool ass kidding me right now? How did we get in a ditch? No. How did y'all get in a ditch? That's the question.
Since we're here, can someone change the station and put on like Nickelback or something? They had to have made it by now.
You don't know who, and you'll never know who, but someone punches you right in the mouth.
Isaac. You know what, Isaac? Let's go push the car, and we'll put it back on the drive. And let me tell you some things about them. All right? And I feel like I'm the one to break it to you.
All right. I once again stick Reese in the driver's seat. All right. When we say go, put on the gas, okay?
I know how to coach up Reese.
Right.
Okay. No. Stop. Right now. We're gonna halt right now.
What the fuck? You got a problem?
Yeah. Clearly, he don't know how to drive.
No, I do. I know how to. Well, I mean, I've used public transport.
Which pedal go forward? Which pedal go stop? Exactly. Get you, Mr. Vampire, with the bad common sense. You gonna be driving the car.
I mean, I've always wanted to
Reese,
learn
you
how.
gotta hear him push. This is your fault just as much as his.
Wait, no, I was just doing what I was.
I don't care very much right now.
Can I just drive? Because I mean, I lift my arm and I show off the weak flimsiness of my muscles. I'm not very good at pushing.
Quiet, Kyle.
Oh, but don't you know that the brain is the strongest muscle in the body?
My brain can light fires. My brain cannot push things.
You're telling me that you don't got the telekinesis?
No.
The one mind power that everyone wants and that the common world knows, you ain't got
Look,
that.
It's pretty obvious. He's only got fire kinesis.
It's called pyrokinesis, actually.
He's very angry, takes his
you,
hat
Reese.
off, throws it down in the car, and just goes and starts pushing.
I also angrily refuse to listen to Baptiste, and I get behind the car with it next to him, and it's that very aggressive, over macho-ness. Push. Oh,
Kyle still hasn't actually gotten into the driver's seat.
Yeah, nobody's in the driver's seat.
I attempt to push the car out of the ditch with nobody in the driver's seat while staring very angrily at Baptiste.
Kyle, do you put the car in neutral?
Same.
Not yet.
100% same.
They didn't tell me to do anything.
Me and Baptiste are in a push-off right now.
You are 100% winning.
Kyle, you're looking in the rearview mirror and like veins are bulging in foreheads, and you're like, you're gonna break something.
Oh, you guys started. I put it in neutral.
Furio and Baptiste. Do strength plus stamina rolls.
Oh, I'm really good at those. Like I said, Baptiste is real physical.
By the way, as soon as he puts it in neutral, it actually pushes both of you farther into the ditch when the car rolls down.
Sorry, guys, I didn't turn the wheel yet.
Holy shit, I actually succeeded.
Hey, look at that! 6 successes, you needed 5. You were able to actually muscle the car out from sheer rage. At each other.
Right.
And Reese is just standing there thinking, no one said when to push.
It's just me and Baptiste in the
Yeah.
back.
I'm in the back seat,
Pushing.
forward, pushing buttons on the radio, trying to find something I know.
The car's not on. You're pushing buttons and nothing's happening. You both push it out of the ditch, and it just starts rolling backwards down the street because the street you were going uphill, and the two of you are just staring at each other, and their car's just
There
rolling
goes the
away.
car.
How? The brakes! The brakes!
You're muted.
You're muted.
What about them?
No, it's.
I look over at Furio. I just bust out laughing. One of those, I'm so mad, I'm now laughing.
Okay, no.
I step on the brakes and I park the car.
Furio
Okay.
doesn't take. I think Furio doesn't take kind of that Oh, something fucking funny here? Little funny guy? What, we laughing?
Oh my god.
Don't you know that when in the South, when we start laughing, people die. I'm gonna kill that kid.
I don't know what's going to put me in more danger, my friends or my enemies.
Start the car. Start the car.
If you're talking,
You hear a rushing noise from behind you. Just like wind building up, and then both Baptiste and Furio, in the middle of all this comedy, suddenly get flung forward and hit the car so hard the windshield cracks.
oh shit, he caught up to us.
Yep, they slide off the hood and you see the Hat Man floating towards the car. You both, by the way, what's your defense, Baptiste? Your bottom right.
My defense is 2.
Furio?
6.
So Furio takes 1 bashing and Baptiste takes 4.
Nice. I will, blood dripping all the way down my forehead and out the corner of my mouth, roll off, get into the car.
What'll happen is you'll roll off and roll initiative.
God.
Baptiste is gonna kill someone and it's not gonna be the Hat Man.
I'm in danger.
Initiative for everyone.
What are you now, the Oprah of initiative?
You get stabbed and you get crushed. Everybody gets
Not
murdered.
initiative. Oh goodness. So, it's Dex and.
There should be a button for it. In this
Oh,
one.
okay.
All the way to the
On
right.
the yeah.
Aha! Excellent. 6.
Rio got an 11.
All right, as usual, and declare in reverse order so the faster people know what the slower people are doing and can react. So, Baptiste, when it is your turn, what will you be doing?
Shit, we haven't gotten to research him yet, so we don't know what he is. Dang it. I guess, especially after our last encounter with him, running is our best option. So I'm...
Yeah, you feel like getting in the car and outrunning. It's probably wise.
So I'm gonna hustle into the car and I don't drive. You don't need to drive in New Orleans, so I will not get in the driver's seat. I will get in the back passenger.
Okay.
And I will pull. No, never mind. Yep, I'm good like that.
What about Reese? When it's your turn, you're in the car. You can say just sit and wait, or you can do something. You see the Baptiste is sprinting to jump back into the back seat behind you.
Trying to see if there's anything I can do to help. No, there's not really anything I can use to help. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for everyone to dive into the vehicle. Yes, I said that wrong on purpose.
Isaac.
Sounds about right.
I'm gonna sit back in the middle of the back seat and pray to God I don't get crushed by 2 big guys trying to get in the car.
Kyle.
I'm gonna turn the car on.
So you're gonna drive? Okay.
I'm in the driver's seat already.
Furio, the only spot for you is in the back seat.
That is not true.
Driver's door is locked.
You could drag someone out, yes.
Gonna jump on the roof.
You're gonna ride on the hood so they can't see.
Hell, no, I'm.
You're going to car surf, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
So you're gonna
going to
roll off
CH
and
wolf it.
so you're gonna roll off and grab the back of the car.
Yeah, I'll.
Okay.
I'll roll and try to grab on so I can do like hang onto the hood action scene stuff, or hang onto the roof action scene stuff.
You want to do the roof, not the back. Okay.
Yeah.
That'll matter when Mr. Shivers
I
hits
want
the
to
car,
be on the. I want to be on the outside of the car,
where
but
you're not blocking a view.
but not
Okay.
obscuring their view. Right, and in the most badass pose possible.
Oh no.
And I will take out my gun.
Oh, so you want to try to stand up? I have a question. How much drive do you have, Kyle?
What is drive?
Oh, this is gonna be good. Okay.
Long, skinny one on the
Tyler.
right. Go.
Tyler, remember we had this conversation where I was specifically like, I'm going to put points into athletics. And I want to make sure I can use this athletics.
This is
If
gonna
I
be good. The Hat Man.
If I recall, you had wanted to invest your dots in sick kick backflips or whatever it was.
I tried when I originally built this character, did a little behind the scenes stuff. Me and Tyler were in our private meeting, and that we were building this character out, and I was asleep because it was 1:30 in the morning. And
I was there.
Very tired. Oh fuck, Patty was there. Shit, that's right. So the
There's
three
like
of
all these
us.
things, and Steve's like, "I'm going to be honest with you. I was literally asleep. Can I do this tomorrow?
Can I do this tomorrow? But we remembered and realized that what I said while I was asleep was, I put all my points into backflip.
So,
And that's about the time Tyler realized I was not.
awake?
He was not there.
Yes.
Yep. All right.
How many times do we have to tell him to go to bed, Patty?
A
Many.
million."
Um,
He's like, "No. I can do this tonight."
So, Mr. Shiver does the thing. You're all trying to get away. Furio, go ahead and roll Wits plus Resolve. Anybody who actually gets an exceptional success on this roll, you're all going to get to do it for free. We'll actually see what Mr. Shivers is doing. If not, this will be awesome. I mean, you'll be fine.
That wasn't reassuring.
That wasn't foreshadowing at all.
Oh. I stopped scrolling. One moment. Can't let people at home not see the chat.
Oh, man.
There we go. Alright. Yeah, go ahead and roll that. Furio. Which plus Resolve to see if you can notice
Oh, got it. Yeah, got it. Okay. Wits and
what Mr. Shivers is doing.
Something evil.
Evil.
Close,
Successes.
but no. Okay,
Really?
now you can actually make your Athletics plus Dex check to maintain standing up on the car, as in this turn you don't have any terrible negatives from Kyle failing his drive rolls.
Sweet.
Okay,
2 successes.
you are fine.
And they were both 10s. Wow.
Nice. Kyle, do your Witch plus Resolve.
Making sure I didn't keep that -2 on there. 3 successes.
Okay, do your drive roll plus Wits. Because you're panicking. It's not Dex.
One.
Nothing terrible happens this turn. Isaac, Wits plus Resolve. Isaac, you do notice. Reese, Wits plus Resolve.
See what happens. Darn you. Two successes.
Baptiste, Wits plus Resolve.
1 success.
Baptiste, Dex plus Athletics to get in the car.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. So I get to roll 1 die for that.
Oh no! Chance die. Wait, you have a Wits of 1?
Well, I have. You said
He's rolling Dex, and
Dex plus. You said Dex plus.
Or you have a dex of 1?
I have a Dex of 2, but I don't have any athletics. So that's a -1.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a chance die, though, because you actually have a die, so you won't auto-fail. Okay.
So I get to. So it's still 10 again, right?
Yep, and you got 1 success, so you get in the car.
No, that was my previous roll.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Give me 1 second. Gotta be honest about it. All right, here we go. Come on.
Yay!
There it is.
Oh no.
Okay, now make a strength plus stamina roll.
Strength plus stamina. Strength, stamina. 10 again. 2 successes!
So you get the door open, but Kyle is a terrible driver and he fishtails, and you can't get in the car because you're terrible at dexterity. So now you're holding onto the open door for dear life while the car takes off with your feet dragging on the ground.
Oh, great.
Can I try and help him in?
Not this turn.
Damn.
And I need to know where Isaac is from originally.
Oh crap. Colorado,
What part?
Little Rock.
That,
I don't know. I'm not from Colorado.
Okay, so where do you want to be from?
Hang on, let me look.
Oh, let's see. Is there a Little Rock, Colorado? There's a Castle Rock.
There is no
Colorado.
Little Rock, Colorado, no.
Little Rock,
That's Arkansas.
I know.
But there still could have been a city called Little Rock, Colorado.
Uh,
Do you want to be from Castle Rock?
you
no,
can
let's
say,
just do New York. Let's just do New York. That's easier for me.
Okay, upstate or New York City?
Long Island.
Long Island.
what about Short Island?
What about
Off
Medium
Up
Island?
Point.
Yeah.
What about that awkward size, like kind of a little bit bigger than medium, but a little bit smaller than large?
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
from,
that.
From watching Kyle explode himself, I think he's from Fire Island.
And how long did you spend there growing up before you moved somewhere else?
Good part of my childhood, 20 years or so.
How many years?
20.
So your whole life.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Where'd you move to when you were 20 and how old are you now?
I am 34 now,
Hmm.
and then I moved to
Castle
Georgia.
Rock, Colorado.
Georgia,
Where in Georgia?
Columbus.
Columbus.
Is there actually a...
Baptiste pauses the action,
Okay,
hearing
so-
this information, looks over at Isaac, is like, you tell me you're a Bulldog fan. Go Tigers!
Okay, Isaac, so 14 years not in New York, 20 years in New York on Long Island. See if you remember this. Go ahead and give me an intelligence plus wits roll minus 2 dice for the amount of time you have not been back to New York. That wasn't the right roll.
I know. I tried to add the minus.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Ready? God help me.
He's doing something to the road, and you're like, be careful, Kyle, he did something to the road. But you don't notice what it was, because you haven't been home in a really long time.
Uh-oh.
This creature has control over cold. He black iced the road, and no one noticed.
As soon as you said he did something to the road, I knew what it was.
I didn't notice.
Well, I didn't
Nope,
notice.
you had to get
but-
5 successes, and only Isaac did, and Isaac doesn't remember what that is or looks like.
Oh,
Oh.
God. Well, no, black ice is in Georgia. I know, because I fell on it.
No. Not real black ice. Not northern black ice that'll kill your ass.
That's
Okay.
true.
And the rest of you, for that matter.
Round 2, Baptiste, what are you going to do when it's your turn?
I'm
Here, hang
gonna
on or get in the
try
car.
my darndest to climb into this damn car.
Reese.
Can so this isn't explicitly a power that is in my sheep's repertoire. However, I'm wondering if I can take the cold from...
Nope.
Damn.
Not because you're incapable, but because this creature is vastly more powerful than you.
Oh, fair. Okay. Let me peruse. I don't really...
like trying to hunt a whale with a rock.
What?
Exactly. It ain't. gonna
However,
happen.
if you want to try, your character will have that knowledge, and you can relay that to Baptiste, so if you survive and do the knowledge check later, you'll have a better chance. You'll waste your turn, but you'll increase the chances of figuring out what your foe is later.
Oh god.
Crap. There's choices.
Let's waste that turn then.
Okay. Isaac, what are you going to do when it's your turn?
I'm gonna try and pull Baptiste into the car. Try and help
Okay.
him in.
Hey.
Kyle, you're going to drive. You don't really have a choice. Furio.
Aw. I wanted to shoot something.
Nope. Furio. You gonna shoot the Shadow Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick, play the Benny Hill theme.
Let's see if we can make this even more better.
Oh.
Mr. Shivers uses his shadowy arms and flings them towards the car, and a bunch of debris from both sides of the road come flying at the car, and you hear it all pelting the tires. You know what he's trying to do.
Trying to pop the tires.
Furio, take a shot. Dead on, right through the torso. The bullet goes right through it, keeps going, and hits a tree.
Cool.
You have that in your repertoire now,
Mhm.
Baptiste. Kyle,
Poor.
you fail. You have that in your repertoire now, Baptiste. Isaac, go ahead and make Dex plus Stamina.
Am I still at? No, I'm not.
No penalty for you. You're inside the car.
Good, good.
Wait, who else failed besides Furio?
Furio's bullet was ineffective, and Reese was unable to pull the cold from it and could tell it was vastly more powerful than him. Like, the
Right.
scales aren't even close.
2.
Alright, and, Reese, go ahead and make your drive roll. Plus wits. Drive plus wits.
You
Wait,
did
Reese
it.
or Kyle?
You did
I know,
it.
I did them out of order.
No, you just called me Reese.
Because I'm looking at the initiative order and I switched you. I did Kyle before you and you in Kyle's spot.
Okay.
So I messed up on Reese.
I
like it.
God, not again.
Would you like to make this a critical failure on black ice? Hint, this will have dire consequences. It won't be funny.
Me?
No, Kyle.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I was like, I'm.
What's worth a beat to you? Just one.
Not this.
Yeah.
No, but watching everyone else's face right now as I'm pretending that I actually am deciding.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're good.
And Baptiste, stamina plus dex.
Okay. Stamina.
If you get even one success, you'll be fine because of the help from Isaac.
Oh boy. No pressure or anything. Well, I've been rolling zeros.
I know.
And there it is!
Critical failure?
No.
Isaac is able to pull you inside, but not before your kneecap hits the side of the car and the street for 1 lethal damage. Yeah, that hurts like a son of a bitch.
Ow.
However, you don't have time to get the door shut before Kyle hits black ice and swerves. The car is now spinning. This
Kyle,
turn,
please.
Baptiste, what are you going to do?
Okay. So seeing the two things that just happened where my allies attempted to slow down.
Now, if you do anything besides brace yourself, you are in danger of getting flung out of the open door.
Oh.
The car is spinning in circles as it goes down the road at 60 miles an hour.
Oh my god.
Had it been a critical failure, somebody probably would have died.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll just brace myself then.
Okay, when it's your turn, Reese.
I guess bracing myself since I don't know if I can do the thing that I was trying to do.
You can do anything you want because the car spinning doesn't. It just bounces you around, it might give you dice penalties, and it's not going to hurt you.
Oh, okay.
You haven't
Then,
rolled yet.
I'm gonna attempt to do the thing that I was originally planning.
Which was?
Trying to figure out a little more about the thing by trying to take the cold away from it.
Oh, you did that last turn.
You had said... Oh!
This is another round already. These rounds are going fast.
Oh, damn. Okay, well.
They're flying on the highway.
Is there anything
Just
I
like
can
our
do?
lives, everything is going by so fast.
Oh, you're funny. So it's... The information I've gathered, is it completely...
You cannot affect it if you're trying to take its powers away from it, at all. You know how we do Scale and Demigod and Scion?
Yeah.
You're a human, it's Demigod.
Oh, God.
That's the difference. That's why it's such a big clue for Baptiste. Doesn't mean you can't hurt it or slow it down, but you can't take any power away from it. You can't drain it. You have no chance.
Looking through my abilities right here, it's mostly... I mostly have, like, sneaky stuff. I don't really have... direct... Could I? Nope, because I'd probably fail that roll too. I was gonna say, can I use hostile takeover on the road? But then I'd have to... I don't really have anything I can use. Damn. I guess hang on for dear life, because it's pretty much all I can do.
It's like a wise action.
Yeah, you're correct. Hostile takeover only works if there's something to take over. The road has no owner.
Technically.
Okay. Wrong window. Okay. Isaac, when it's your turn.
I'm gonna hang on for dear life.
Kyle, gonna drive.
And I'm going to buckle myself in.
Okay. Furio. You might get flung off the car if you do anything but hold on.
So,
Because it's pinwheeling.
right.
So,
what I do. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm in the wrong here. But how actiony can we get with this scene?
As much as you want to try. I won't stop any attempt at anything. Except draining its powers.
Sure. I'm not trying to drain power. Okay. So, I want to take my gun, which obviously is very effective against the demigod incorporeal ghost man. And while we're spinning, holding on, I will dispose of it off into the woods.
I'll let you do that for free, and you can still consider yourself holding on.
Hold on, not done.
Okay.
Thing strapped on, right? My blueprint case.
Yep.
I want to do the quick release thing I said I had it before. Pull the sword out, turn it so that the blade's up, so the blade's going down instead of up, and jab it down and try to use my heavy strength to actually stable the car just a little bit so it stops spinning. So like dragging the sword into the street and like trying to like create enough resistance back to stop the car from spinning so that Kyle can keep driving on the next round.
Sword like a rudder.
Yep.
Not bad.
I feel like I should ask the audience if I should break the sword, but they're all going to say yes because audiences are dicks. They're awesome. That's why we love you, audience. So, Kyle,
Audience is
or
the
I'm sorry,
best.
it's Mr. Shivers. Yeah, Mr. Shivers is going to keep trying to blow your tires out. If he does it, this is going to make Furio's action super epic.
Ready.
Yep, he did it that time. Left rear tire blows while the car is spinning.
God.
Good.
All right, Furio.
Anyway.
Let's do athletics plus strength -3. You can spend a willpower and break even.
I was gonna say I'm literally gonna spend a willpower. Two successes. Keep this
Anything
car-
between 1 and 4 is a success. So, you drive your sword into the road and it does snap the tip off. That sword is now way less effective as a sword. But you stabilize the car enough to give Kyle a lesser penalty. And you're next, Kyle. So give me drive plus dexterity -1.
Use a willpower.
Yeah, no, I was going to. Don't worry.
For the love of God.
Yeah, no, there's none of
I
that
love
here.
driving.
So then +2.
To
enough.
give me 1 success.
That's enough in this game.
Woo!
Isaac is bracing, Reese is bracing, Baptiste, you managed to pull the door shut because all you did was brace.
Yay!
At this point, you actually reach the end of the dirt road and turn out onto the actual pavement. That's why your sword worked, by the way, Furio, because it was gravel. And there's traffic on the road, and as soon as the headlights hit the street, Mr. Shivers disappears.
As
Well,
soon
that
as there
was-
was what?
That was
Mr. Shivers
terrifying.
disappears as soon as you pull out into traffic and other headlights are on the street.
Ooh.
Can we take a bathroom break?
You manage to limp your heavily damaged rental car back to the hotel. And Furio, the only penalty for you is until we can fix your sword, you'll be at -1 dice to slash roll, to stab rolls. Not terrible.
Just out of curiosity, did you guys get the additional insurance on this thing?
Macintosh got this car. No.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So, you all collapse in your joined hotel rooms. You're probably all in one of the two at the moment, exhausted. And at this point, before you roleplay, we can go ahead and have Kyle and Isaac had the occult? Yes? Yes. Both
Yes.
roll occult plus intelligence. And then we'll have
I've got-
Baptiste do it. You're the leader, they're backing you up. And in this game, assistants always roll first.
Alright, cool.
Alright, occult plus int.
I don't
Yep.
know what we're doing, but can I add a point of willpower to this roll?
Sure. Had to debate on that because you don't actually know what you're looking for, but you are researching, so yes. You can push yourself past your fatigue limit.
How many does that get me?
+3
Plus
bonus
3.
dice. You can go first while he's setting this thing up, Kyle.
4.
Good start. Good start. Alright, go ahead, Baptiste.
Oh wait, this is an investigation roll, so I have the inspired condition. So can I use that for this, or yeah, I'll do that to give myself the beat.
Okay. What does that give you? I don't remember.
I
can look at-
Hang on.
So roll that. Roll a d10.
All right.
Okay. So, still 4. But a beat. Alright,
Yeah.
Isaac, you did yours. Now it's Baptiste. Same roll as them.
Occult and what?
Intelligence. You could also spend willpower if you wanted to, and blow your inspired like he did for another +1.
I don't have inspired, but
Oh, you have spooked.
yeah.
You could resolve that because you're researching the thing that spooked you.
Yeah, I researched it. I mean, I resolved it when I went off to the.
Right, you're the one who resolved it. You could resolve yours, Isaac or Kyle, which will actually remove some of the successes you just made because it will slow the party down.
How many successes will it remove?
1, and you get a beat.
Oh, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the beat.
Isaac,
Nah, I need
Okay.
more successes.
go ahead, Baptiste.
I do also have gut feeling where I receive a +2 to occult-based rolls during investigation.
Yep, you can take that.
Ooh, I also have that. I forgot about that. Crap.
Then roll your extra 2d10. Isaac.
2 successes on 8 friggin' dice.
Roll another d10, Isaac. Look at that. You needed 8 successes, you got 9. Because Isaac had gut
Nice.
feeling, otherwise you'd failed by 1.
Nice.
Tearing through your research over the course of the entire evening and late into the night, you're able to determine that it's not a ghost, it's not a vampire, it's a werewolf. Not a cryptid you've ever heard of. You work through a lot of things until you pass by the texts and the rumors you've heard 3 or 4 times because you're like, nah. And finally, you don't really have any other choice, Baptiste. You sit up and you look at the 2 of them and you're like, fuck, or whatever Cajun curse you'd like to use. As you realize, this is a thing you've only ever heard rumors of and never actually ran into and didn't believe the rumors of. This is some form of angel, which apparently are monsters.
Oh,
What?
so that's why it had the wings in the outline? Oh, God, we're fighting God. I mean, kind of.
And that's why Reese couldn't possibly take away its cold level power.
Well,
Huh?
It would basically look at you, Reese, and be like, Bane, you merely adopted the cold. I was born in it.
I didn't have a choice. But yes, clever.
So-
line.
The lore is confusing and full of misconceptions and doublespeak and contradictions, and you're not really sure how to classify it. But it seems like angels are real, and so are fallen angels, and so are weird things in between that get stuck. You don't know which one this is. Definitely doesn't seem like something from the Bible, though.
Can I make the logical leap that this is the same angel that went and saw our cult leader?
Seems likely.
Alors, mes amis.
And remember,
we're fucked.
multiple cases. So the thing with Reese and the vampires may or may not be connected to the angel, because the Wendigo crosses cases.
Right.
So you're still not sure if there's a connection there yet or not. You may have run into 2 separate conspiracies, both of which could easily get you killed. And unless there's something specific you want to do, you spend the night fitfully sleeping.
Yeah, I'll just deliver the news to Reese and Furio about what our research revealed. And then kind of just be like, so, get the good dreams tonight.
Because we're going to die tomorrow. Or the day after.
We all going
You've
down.
made the connection that the only time it seems to manifest is when you get real close to something important to it. So it's only happened once. Like, it didn't happen at the house. It happened at the church. It didn't happen in the lighthouse until you got the lockbox.
So if we just stop investigating it, it'll stop trying to kill us.
But then we won't
But
be
then
able
you
to
won't
keep the
be
vigil.
upholding the vigil.
Exactly.
So, the lockbox had the picture that I took, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And the picture had the sheriff of Chicago.
Younger, meaning mortal.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the Wendigo, younger.
The Wendigo younger.
And they
What
look
el-
like brothers.
What else was in the lockbox that we found?
Stuff
of
that meant
importance?
nothing to you.
The amulet.
Trinkets from timelines from the 1600s all the way to the 90s.
Okay.
And then some kind of Native American amulet that nobody's been able to make hide nor hair of so far.
Oh, yeah. I
I
heard
can
And then
use one of my
pictures of
abilities
random
on it.
places in Chicago. Random to you.
Can I use my politics to know if those are important locations to things I would know about?
As far as you know, even without rolling, they're not. The high bridge is important to the city. It's a half-mile bridge over the river. It's part of a toll road that makes a lot of money. And the street itself is the nearest street to the high bridge. And you don't know of any major vampire holdings on that street, but doesn't mean there aren't any. You don't know about them, what that means.
Okay.
So, in other words, to make a roll that might get that information, you can't do it from here because you need contacts streetwise. You need to be back in the city.
Yep. Okay.
Can I take a closer look at the amulet now that we're not being chased
Sure.
by
What do you want to use on it
spooky angel man?
besides your eyeballs?
Well, I'm just going to use my old fallback of what I know, which is the occult.
I was actually just gonna. He beat me to it.
So can I use like occult and wits, intelligence, resolve?
Yes.
Can I help him with that?
Me as well.
Yes, but you'll need 2 successes for every 1 bonus you give him. It's way outside your particular wheelhouse. He has a chance.
Don't worry about it. I will actually
Alright.
I'll spend a willpower.
Okay.
Okay. I can't possibly get 0 on this, right, guys? Right.
At least not till you said it.
2 successes on 10 dice.
Now, because you're not super familiar with ancient Native American lore, but this seems to be some kind of charm of protection that you would give your beloved as part of a marriage ceremony, maybe? But this is something that would go to the wife, because they come in different forms. The one to the husband would be different. And it's in a lockbox belonging to a man, a male.
Having the ability to, I know warding, the ritual of doing warding, is this similar to that, or kind of more advanced or less advanced?
More advanced, but also more primitive.
Okay.
Older, more powerful, but way primitive compared to yours, meaning more specific, more less generic. Like your ward is everything, this would be something specific but very potent.
Okay, so then can I look back through the rest of the documents and stuff in that box and find any mention of a woman or someone referred to as love, significant other, wife?
Knowing that, sure, roll investigation plus intelligence.
Come on. 1 success.
Yes, there's a scrap of a newspaper, like we're talking old 1700s, late 16, early 1700s print. That's why it survived, because it's more parchment than paper almost. And it's a partial article that you can't read the whole thing about how a strange rash of disappearances in this particular small town that you're in that happened at the time, specifically only targeting young, freshly married females. And the crime stopped specifically after a young Native American bride, very prevalent in this part of the world, was taken.
A small town had a rash of disappearances?
Yeah, you can't see the number because that part's cut off.
Sure, but...
More than one.
Hmm.
At the time, the town was actually bigger, but it's still small by comparison, because at the time this was a mining town, and it was river trade on the... It was a river that goes directly into Lake Michigan. It's a major harbor for the area, for the region. Not anymore, but it was then. A lot of iron ore got shipped in and out of here.
Is there like a suburb community reservation of Native Americans that are close nearby?
Yes. Also, I should point out, this is the only reason you're the one figuring this out is the paper's in French, because this wasn't an American town at the time; it was a French colony. So
Right.
at that point, Michigan wasn't part of the U.S. then.
I will definitely share this with the group and say, we I'll loosely translate the French for them and just be like, there's something going on here with whoever these girls were that were getting taken a long time ago. We should talk to someone who's got history going that far back. And I don't know if we're going to find it in the local library. Does it say what tribe of Native Americans are nearby, or do we know that?
It's the one that's indigenous to this region.
I think we should go see the local tribe and see maybe if they have a remembrance of this.
They're Chippewa.
It's possible they might have passed down the oral history of this place.
There is a reservation near here, a couple of them. There's also a casino and several tribal areas. There's a tribal clinic, some other stuff. Pretty easy to go. You just gotta decide how you're gonna approach it.
We need to find out more about this event where people were getting taken, and is kind of loose on how this ended. It does specifically say a Native American woman was taken and it stopped, and she was a young bride. So I think we should go check this out and maybe see if they know more about this, because for this to be in the same box as our two friends in the picture, and for this to be in the same box that nearly got us killed by Hat Man, this event seems to be maybe the catalyst for all of this.
FYI for the audience, we're still here. We lost the camera, so rather than watch it stretch, we'll just put up our covers and keep talking. Carry on, Baptiste.
But yeah, I think if we can, this seems to be the earliest event that we have information on, and if we can start from the earliest, we can start walking back how things went down after that.
I think that's a great idea.
I don't necessarily disagree with you on any one specific point. All I'm saying is we got a lot of shit going on right now. We can't be just keep adding stuff to this.
I don't think this adds. I think this gives us clarity.
The guy, the angel thing, cold monster, whatever, only popped up when we found that box. And it's tied to all of these hunters' cases, except for Marty McFly over there, blast from the past.
I got that reference.
Good for you.
So, we'll say you sleep on it, and the next morning, who's going to go approach the local tribal council, and who's going to go do other things? You can split your tasks that way and not add more. The GM will be nice and tell you nothing you do this day is going to make the monster show up.
Yay.
Unless you think you're going to punch something, you're okay to split.
I'm going to punch something most
Furio, bad. No punchy.
Well, I don't mind going and talk to the tribe.
Okay.
If anyone wants to come with me.
I'll come with.
Somebody wants to go to the sheriff. I guess it's Furio. Reese would go with Furio. So that leaves Isaac.
I'm gonna go with the guys to the tribe.
Okay. We will start with that.
I'm at it.
You arrive at a place where at least some members of the tribal council are present on this particular day after spending a little bit of time asking around in town where the best place to go would be. And you would convince them to see you because you have the artifact.
Right.
They actually sit down with you, but obviously they're very distrustful of a bunch of white people with precious artifacts.
Right.
So they're going to start with a distrustful attitude towards you. And this is a social encounter in Chronicles of Darkness, which means they have doors. You have to remove the doors through successful social rolls in order to get them to like you. Through a combination of roleplay and dice rolling.
I will start by just going, thank you for taking the time to see us. And I immediately take the amulet and give it to them. Just go, I believe this belongs to you.
So you're going to let them have it.
Yeah.
The person in the middle, who's a lady, mid-50s, very elegant looking, obviously in charge, takes it, smiles a little, and says, well, that's better than we're used to. And you automatically remove a door with that.
I chuckle and just go, yeah, yeah.
Where did you find it?
To be honest, buried in a box at the lighthouse.
The lighthouse.
Well,
You know you're in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, right? You're going to have to narrow that down a little.
Oh.
The scary one.
You're going to have to narrow that down a little, son.
Su show.
Ah, yes. Really? Buried in the lighthouse. Where at?
In the basement.
And in the creepiest basement they ever seen.
Just in the basement?
Well,
Kyle, what was that thing you got stuck in?
A scary place where the Hat Man tried to kill me? Yeah. What did you say that thing was called, Tyler?
It's a basin for catching rainwater.
Yeah, a rain basin.
Also, the snow would melt into it. But as soon as you say the Hat Man, the two men to the right and left of the lady start whispering to the lady, and they're all like, "You call it?"
Hat Man, Mr. Skitters.
They pale a little bit, and they're like, "Describe this to us."
I described the Hat Man in all his scary details.
In all of his glory.
Scary glory.
And you say it's been following you.
Only when...
Hold on, I wouldn't say it didn't necessarily been following us.
Only when we've been picking up things like this box that we gave you.
How many times have you seen it since you've been here?
I've seen it once.
Yeah. That many. Twice.
The whispering intensifies, gets a little furious, and one guy actually gets up and leaves.
It actually killed one of my father figures.
You are cursed. You should definitely leave as quickly as possible and hope it doesn't follow you. It is a great evil that we do not speak the true name of, that's been plaguing this area for a long time.
Of course. What do you know about a long time ago, a bunch of women being taken from the area?
Yeah, give me expression. Plus, what do we want to use here?
Can I use empathy instead?
This is because you're just blatantly telling the truth out loud without any thought of the consequences. So it's going to be presence plus expression. It's not going to be empathy. Or I'll let you use... Well, that won't work either. Yeah.
Persuasion?
Just roll your presence.
Okay.
Presence? All right, just presence.
This is just for Kyle.
Oh, sorry. JK.
One success!
You remove a door. You only needed one. Because you're blunt and honest with them, which they appreciate.
Hooray!
It's better to speak plainly and honestly and quickly.
Yep.
Okay. And then what is it you were saying, Baptiste? You asked them about the actual...
The disappearances.
Show them the newspaper. Show them the newspaper.
Yeah, I'll show the newspaper. Like, is there any knowledge about this?
They eye you up and down, Baptiste. And you can roll presence plus persuasion. Spend willpower if you want.
Sure. Four successes.
Nice. Okay, you remove the last door, almost dramatically successfully. They tell you, yeah, it's been a story here for a long time about how a very, very long time ago, hundreds of years ago, monsters came calling from the deep woods. Monsters that come from the same place that grandmother and grandfather come from, except these are not grandmother and grandfather, these are dark reflections of them. They came from a strange place out beyond the world in the sky. And they came looking, and one of them specifically came looking for the perfect bride, and it couldn't find what it was looking for until it found. And they give you a name that I'll spell for you later so I don't butcher it. I'll put it in Discord for your notes. And after it found her, it was happy with its bride and it disappeared. Her husband, however, refused to give up on her and diligently spent decades of his life with help from his half-brother. They both had a white father, and the half-brother also had a white mother, whereas the diligently looking husband had a Native American mother. She died of a disease, so the father remarried. Which is a scandal for the time, but he did it anyways, marrying the Native American tribe. However, he was able to find a way to follow her to that strange land. Transformed him. He returned. She never did. It's a tragic story.
The previous husband was able to travel to that beyond.
Yes, and he
then
came
come
back
back
from the
to
beyond, but he was
Valentine.
forever changed.
And
He never found his bride.
I will loosely describe the two men in the photo. But Furio still has the picture, but I will describe them as best as possible.
To them, it's just a tribal legend. They don't actually know what the people look like, but they tell you it's definitely possible. Reese, that sounds a lot to you like a keeper came calling. Tried a bunch of ladies, couldn't find one it liked, found one it did, and the husband found a way into Arcadia. Became maybe a Wendigo?
I'm not
This isn't
there
with
with them.
Yeah, but we're pooling all this because we're close to the end of the session.
Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry.
Should have specified that. Yeah,
I'm
you can all
rapidly figuring
assume.
out text messaging.
You can all assume that you're all hearing the information, so you don't have to in character explain it to each other.
Oh, I love when that happens. Thank you.
I will look at the woman who's been kind of like the leader of this after she has dropped this earth-shattering bomb on us and just be like, you don't know how much you just don't help us.
And then the legend says after that, a man became a defender of any who would be stolen away against their will. Anywhere he could. Anytime he could.
The spotlights that you use for football fields is the equivalent of the light bulb that just goes off for Baptiste. You done been very helpful. Blessings to you and your family. And I will take out from my jacket pocket a skull of a raven, and I will imbue it with warding, and I'll give it to her and say, this will protect you if anything would happen to you for years to come.
They like you a lot. Before you leave, they don't let you leave until they have an even older woman come in. And she comes in with hawk feathers and special smoke, and actually does a ritual on you, and the three of you that are there now have, until the end of your next encounter, now have +2 defense against attacks from shivers.
Got smudged.
That's awesome.
That's badass.
Now we jump to Furio, who apparently drives. So there's 2 police stations in this town. There's the state police office and then there's an actual sheriff's office in the town hall. But it's a city sheriff, not the county sheriff. Doesn't appear to be a county sheriff's office in the town.
I mean, can I go online and find like the sheriff's page or Twitter or thing, whatever it is he does, and find out where his office is located? Make sure you just go to the right place.
He doesn't have anything like that, but you can look up where the county sheriff's office is, which is an hour from here.
Okay. I pull out Techno Remix Disc 3. Drop it in.
Reese and Furio jam all the way to the county sheriff's office. Get there, go inside, and are told the sheriff's not in today.
On 3 tires.
Where is he?
They just look at you. All you need to know is he's not in. The civilians, I don't gotta tell you where the sheriff is.
Well, we kind of have an important situation. If you could give him Furio's number.
The whitest of white bread guys at the desk says, "Oh, here," pushes a clipboard towards you. Fill out a report. I'll have the detective get back to you.
Yeah.
This is kind of like stuff we don't really feel comfortable revealing to anyone else's eyes. Just
Shrugs.
Yeah.
So
Any other
Furio
ideas,
does.
Reese?
Hero's like, gloves getting pulled on. Got any other ideas? Cracks knuckle.
Taps his neck a couple times.
Can I use my glamour on them to get me to, or to get them to?
You would need a power that
Tell me-
manipulates them. You would need a
Dang.
contract.
Reese, can you do me a favor?
Turn around.
Do me a favor. Step outside for just a minute.
Oh god.
I want Furio to pull a Harley Quinn from Birds of Prey moment right now.
Oh, that's
I think that's a bad idea. I'm just gonna put that out there. Maybe just.
But do you leave? So you just tell him it's a bad
He's gotta
idea and
convince
leave?
No.
Okay. That's what I wanted.
He's gotta convince me to leave.
Okay. How about this, Reese? I promise to you, right? Ain't nothing bad in here gonna happen. God, I'm like copying Patty. I can't do the voice right tonight. I'm so sorry. Look, Reese, I promise you, nothing bad's gonna happen here, right? Okay? Except what they caused to happen, but nothing me, all right? We're good.
Wait.
Just do me a
what
favor.
they
Step outside just really quick, like, okay?
But- This is not.
2 minutes.
I guess you can't kill anybody in 2 minutes. Wait a minute. No. No, I know what you're gonna do, and there's got to be another way around it. Don't you have like vampire-y, like hypno whatever skills?
Hypno battle.
Like where you bite somebody and suddenly they're your best friend.
Yeah, like that. Wait. Don't you have some sort of like people?
So I don't know what you're talking about. Obviously, I can't do nothing. I threw my gun away. The tip of my sword's broke. What am I gonna do?
I don't know. Use the fighty bits of your hands. Something.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry your cute little head.
Reese, your cell phone rings.
Oh boy. Okay.
Ooh, I'll just step outside and take that.
It's
Only 'cause
Baptiste.
I-
He seems really
phone call.
excited.
I just because the phone rang, I step outside.
So, this is actually Precinct 9. So this is Assault on Precinct 9. What exactly is your end goal, Furio?
I actually do not go into offensive
Okay.
mode right now. I straighten up. I slick my hair back a little bit. I step back in. I go up to the desk officer. I go. I think we got off on the wrong foot. I think there might have been a little bit of a miscommunication here, right? I think there might have been a little bit of a misunderstanding as to what exactly it is being discussed here today at this time. So why don't you go ahead and do this for me? Why don't you go ahead and call the sheriff, right? You go ahead and tell him that you've got Furio here in front of you. Use my name. Write it down. Write it down.
The whole time you're talking, he's just staring at your headband. He does write it down, but he doesn't look at what he's writing.
Don't look at me. Look at the note.
He writes your name down on the police report and then turns the clipboard to face you.
As soon as he turns away from me, look at me.
No, he doesn't turn away from you. He's writing your name down on the fill this out police report thing.
Perfect. Good. Furio. You tell that sheriff Furio's here to talk to him from the sheriff.
He says, sure, fill this out.
No. You don't understand. And I'll use any other language or words on here, but I'm using my politics to use the buzzwords and the keywords that are going to make him understand that I'm connected to the other things going on.
He doesn't know what that is. He doesn't even understand why you keep saying the sheriff and the other sheriff. Yeah, the sheriff has lots of other sheriff buddies up in the next county over. But eventually, you do convince him to write down a note that he leaves on the sheriff's desk.
No. So here's what you do. Take my word for it, and I'll use subterfuge. To
avoid you having to drag it out. After 15 minutes of this, and Reese is talking to Baptiste the whole time, because Baptiste has a lot to say.
Okay.
You finally figure out this guy can't call the sheriff because he doesn't have the sheriff's number and legitimately doesn't know where he is.
The sheriff doesn't have a pager or a cell phone.
No. The cops don't know where the sheriff went, and they aren't able to reach him. So this isn't you're getting blown off. They legit don't know what happened to their sheriff.
This is go away because we don't want to actually answer this question.
So you just legit don't know where he is what you're telling me.
Eventually, yeah, you break him down just by being you. I'm not going to make you roll for that.
So what you're telling me is you're the single most useless motherfucker alive.
When you say that, he just looks at you for a minute, says, I like your headband, and then walks into a different room and shuts the door, leaving you in an empty police station.
Oh no.
Start going to the desk.
There's metal bars. It's still metal barred, even though you're in Podunk.
Okay. All right.
You could probably blow up the desk, though, with your
I
blood.
was gonna say, literally,
It's not concrete.
Literally gonna blow up this fucking desk at this point. Do you have an office here?
Probably. I mean, you can't see it from here, but yeah, probably. It makes sense.
Okay. I know we're also running low on time. That's the other thing.
So is it you want to wait till later and try to sneak in and infiltrate the police station to get into his office?
How many cops are currently in this police station?
You only saw 2, but there's a lot more cars than that outside. It's at least a dozen cars. Because it's the hub for the whole county.
Okay.
There's a dozen police cars. There's also 20 or 22 civilian cars around the side in a big parking lot. You don't know, are they on SUVs and four-wheelers? It is the Great White North. You don't really have any way to know. Could be as little as 2, could be as many as 30.
Okay.
Do you want to try to get into his office using violence or espionage?
I was gonna say.
Or neither?
Honestly, at this point, full frontal assault on a police station, as cool as that would be right now, is probably not the best answer. So I'll come back out and we'll plot to come back here later at a more stealthy way and see if we can figure out where this guy went.
So that you can get back to Chicago, you do return in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. And at that point, there really are only 3 people in the station: 2 police officers and the dispatcher. And the night shift are all out getting druggies and drunks in the county. You are able to slip in through the back door when somebody goes out for a smoke break and doesn't close the door all the way. You do the whole cellophane in the handle thing. And you're able to, because I know you have good rolls, and it's close to the end of the session, you stealth your way past the 3 people in the office, one of which is asleep, into the sheriff's office, and rooting through his desk, you're able to figure out he was called back to Chicago. Because you're here. Not because the group is here, because you are here.
Because I'm here.
They pulled him out so you couldn't get to him.
Can I determine, is it an order from, more specifically,
The sheriff, not the prince.
That was my question. Sheriff or prince?
You got no footprint of the prince in any of this so far. So either the prince is covering his tracks, which is normal, or the prince legit doesn't know. Dangerous gamble to make an assumption.
It is. I have reasons to believe one way over the other, but it's definitely, like you said, it's a risk. Sure. Okay. All right. Cool. That's what I assumed was happening. Is just okay. Good to confirm.
Had to prove it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. A roundhouse kick a cop on the way out and go home.
After the night passes, you all head back to Chicago the next day, where we will pick up next week with your handful of pictures and whatever other leads you wish to follow in Chicago.
But did you yell Roadhouse when you kicked him?
Of course.
Good man.
Roadhouse.
Okay.
Strike first, strike hard. No mercy.
Wow. Revealing our age, Steve.
Oh, it's popular with the youth now.
It's coming back around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I bet they can't quote it yet. Well, civilians, you've reached the end of this session alive and safe, thanks to the Vigil, but have no fear. We will continue this story next Wednesday, but we're not quite done tonight. First, we always have each player vote for any other player for any other reason for something in the session. The recipient of a vote can do one of 2 things. They can gain 1 free willpower use or restore a spent willpower point, or they can gain half an experience point, which is 2 beats round up, 2.5. The players will declare what they do with their awards after their own votes. We're going to start with Baptiste.
Okay. I choose Furio for the badass sword through the car. Let's not die. Hopefully this works. It shouldn't, because I saw this in an anime once.
Right.
Reese.
Oh, you would pick me next. Crap. I'm gonna have to go with Kyle for getting trapped in the basement.
Isaac.
I gotta give it to Baptiste on this one for getting beaten with the broom and shoot out of the
Okay, that was pretty funny.
Kyle.
I'm going to have to give it to Baptiste because he split the party.
Furio.
Definitely Kyle for getting stuck in that room with Mr. Shivers all by himself. Yeah.
Recipients, what are you doing with your awards?
Experience.
1 willpower, 1 for beats.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Furio?
Beats.
Okay. Everybody restores 1 willpower because every one of you hit your vices this session. And Reese, Baptiste, and Furio can also fully restore spent willpower because they hit their virtues or needles or assorted other primary characteristic.
I was generous, y'all.
Yep.
And how many days was it total from the start of the session to now?
1.
1, okay.
Not much time passed this time. You all did sleep, which means you all recover another temporary willpower for Isaac and Kyle. Also 2 beats for the session from attending and making it to the end. Alright, Hunter Cell. Tell people what you're up to after this. Where can they see you next doing cool things?
I was muted. Hi. I am currently have been and will continue to be Steve, and you can find me on the internet at Voodoo Arcade. You can also find me here at Vorpal Tales playing tomorrow in a game of Starfinder. Starfinder, run by our Space Lord Pajamas. Friday in Conan, which is either the ultimate or penultimate. Ultimate? Okay. Yes, tune in Friday for the conclusion to Conan. And then meet me back here on Monday for Mage.
I have been, will always be, and might possibly slightly change in the future. Patty Shakes. You can find me everywhere on the internet as Patty Shakes. I will next time be here Friday for Conan, our last episode. It has been magnificent. We'll get to see the conclusion of our heroes on the Crimson Isle. After that, you can wait not too much longer. October 6th is right around the corner, which means Dungeon of the Mad Mage, run by yours truly, will be starting up. It's going to be epic. It's going to be 5e awesomeness. You should totally tune in and check it out on Tuesdays, starting October 6th.
You mildly lied about where they can find you on the internet. Your Instagram handle is different from your Twitter.
Quite you.
I say this because I am the social meds person thing creature.
Because you said something, I'm going to change it right now.
Oh snap!
You were the social media non-binary pal.
I am. I mean, creature's fine too, but so you can find me on the internet as Changeling Ever, everywhere, unlike some people. And you will find me tomorrow playing Starfinder, my sweet parsley pepper sage. Yes, it's preferred that you say it all. And then on Friday, Conan will find out what happens to Freya. Will she live? Will she die? Will you donate $5 to our Patreon because you're awesome? And Monday for Mage, and all over the social media for Vorpal Tales. And in between that, I'll be playing Animal Crossing because I'm cool like that.
And I currently am, and hopefully will remain, Tim. You can find me on the internet at Othellos99. After you get off tonight, you will find me again tomorrow playing Starfinder as Sobok Squad Killer. Chasing around, loving snacks with their cheek pouches full of yummy tastiness. That's depending on what they eat. Anyhow, I will be back next week on Tuesday for Scion, and then again for Hunter, and carry on and carry over. After this, I will be doing some streaming for the Vorpal Tales Ark Survival Evolve server, and trying to get that up and running.
I, to anyone who actually looks, should be listed as Devin, or Star Solid Online. And you can find me here tomorrow for Starfinder, where will be playing with Tasty. I mean, Parsley Pepper Sage. And Monday I'll be lurking. Friday I'll be lurking. Tuesday I will be playing in the Scion game, and you can find me here again Wednesday for this game. Other than that, I will be playing so many games like Breath of the Wild and Breath of the Wild and Breath of the Wild.
And I am Eldritch Echoes. I will be running session 5 of Conan Adventures in an Age Undreamed of on Friday. We will be playing the final session of Curse of the Crimson Isle. And then Conan moves to Sunday starting October 11th for a new story and a new chapter. Monday I'll be running Mage of the Ascension, second to last episode. All they have to do is steal a spaceship and Technocracy Reloaded and try to make it to the secret moon base. Things are getting weird.
Sounds easy.
Tuesday is the... Yes. Tuesday is the final episode of our Scion Kickstarter game. To coincide with the end of the Kickstarter, so come check out the ultimate ending. They either have to fight a wildly overpowered entity to complete a heroic feat or convince it to help them. Then they have to convince gods to stop arguing with each other, who are also sisters. No problem!
That also sounds easy.
Wednesday we return to this. Thursdays are always Starfighters. Thursdays are always Starfinder. In October, we will be beginning on our channel, Alien the RPG, playing the new module that just came out, Destroyer of Worlds. We'll be playing Cult Divinity Lost. The new campaign kicks off during the Halloween season, and then for Lovers of Onyx Path, both a Geist game and one other horror game to do the spooky, creepy woo during the October season. Come check all of them out on this channel and on our channel. Make sure you follow Purple Tales and the Onyx Path on Twitch. Subscribe if you're feeling generous, and September so you get discounts. And then come to our website, purpletales.com, find the link to our Discord to come hang out and talk. All your support in any form helps keep all of this going. But for now, our hunters will return next week. Outmatched, outgunned, but never giving up. You can rest easy knowing you are in safe hands. So until next week, night.